Like, first of all, I'm not an LOL cow. You're never gonna catch me saying I'm an LOL cow, because I'm fucking not. No matter how many people try to push me into that box, I'm never going to give them what they want.
Rosie's in the kitchen, you know she's always pitching fits and moans and alibis. Big Rosie always lies.
And that is how you eat fast food on camera without glamorizing it into a mukbang, without showing all the food and doing all the theatrics. I'm so sick of that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so sick of seeing that shit on my TikTok and stuff. And like the people taking the like, oh, exaggerated big eye fights. I'm like, so crazy.
Rosie's rolling, out of controlling. Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating while the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying. £600 of trouble. Watch the kitchen floorboards buckle. She says she's gonna change, but that's just rearrange. She's got that chair, XXL, beware. Rosie's rolling, out of controlling. Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating while the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying. Rosie's lying. She's got that chair, XXL, beware.
This one's not really jammy. I don't know if it's the video.
Rosie's rolling, out of control, and Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating, all the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying.
Okay, I think I'm gonna cook the yolk a bit more because I don't want to do a drippy yolk on camera. I don't want to do shredded cheese. I want to do American cheese. I don't want to do shredded cheddar. That sounds gross. I won't be happy. I'm still not sure what I'm doing about my job. I'm still on disability. I don't have cheese. We're not doing cheese.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Huns, and welcome to our second ever members only stream here on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for coming along today, and thank you guys all for being members. Now, today I think we are going to watch a bit of Rosie, hey, Huns, from... I think she was still seeing Jeff, but it was a bit more interesting that because it was a Q&A in the pool, and it was when her chat got flooded with all of those crime and drama community people, and she was in the middle of having a cry when they all came in, and she missed like hundreds of super chats. It was quite funny, honestly. So I thought we'd watch that one, and then I've got an episode up here of the 1% Club, because I think last time we did a stream with a member with the 1% Club, it ended up getting blocked in some places, but whatever. This version, I found a version here that's actually on YouTube. So I figure if it's up on YouTube and I can see it, then it should be okay, I hope, rather than doing it through like something else. I don't know. We'll see, because I did try and actually share it I wanted to show you guys the Australian one, but then the initial issue was the ad blocker, and then I turned off the ad blocker and it still just wasn't working. But then I figured like it's kind of cheating, because I've seen a lot of the Australian one, and like I will probably have an advantage because they do ask about like random Australian questions, like about cricket and stuff. Not that I know the answers to those, but they ask about like currency and stuff like that. So I figured it's not fair. If I'm going to play along, it's not fair that I know the answers already. And you guys don't. So I will come through and say hi to everybody. Tally was here early. Thanks for being here, Tally. Hey, Rex, you were here early as well. Thank you, guys. I wasn't sure if I did it right or not this time again. So I was like, let me just like ask you guys if you can actually see what's happening. And thankfully, you guys let me know. It was all good. Hey, Slurple Burple. How are you? Hey, Taz. Hey, Secret Squirrel. Hello. We're not watching the apple munching in the pool. Don't worry. Hey, Sky. Hey, Rally. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Who else have we got here? Chocolate Cake Queef. Hello. We've got Scouts Honor. Thank you for being here. Mama Llama. Hi. Be Their Voice. Hello. Patient 957. Good to see you. Lily Rekka. Good to see you. Wasted Potential. Hello. Thanks for coming. Megan, hi. Is it Megan or Megan? I always say Megan. I don't know if that's an Australian thing or not. But hello. Who else we got here? Lala Landing. Hello. Zombie Mercy. Good to see you. Libby, hi. Got a few minutes for D&D. Good. And Melissa. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much all for being here. Thank you guys for being members. Hey, Naughty Box. How are ya? Good to see you. So I figured we'll start off with a bit of a Rosie Q&A. And I've got it sped up because you know how she be with her like 3-hour freaking streams. And if we get bored of the answers to her questions, I know where the part is where she starts getting her chat raided by these people, and it's hilarious. So let me share my screen with you. She's not having an apple, but she does have a snack, just a heads up. She does have a snack. I've also got a snack here, but don't worry, I'm going to mute if I take a bite of my snack. So let me just get this up. Probably help if I add to stage. And make sure we're at the beginning. How are you guys anyway? Happy Saturday. It's your weekend. And it's always the funniest thing because like my weekend is ending now. It's like the end of my weekend. And you guys are just starting. Oh. Thanks, Megan. Megaganen. Okay. I've got a snack here. Millie's sitting next to me, like, give me some of the. And I'm like, girl, it's rice cakes. You're not interested in rice cakes.
Oh, your wife? It goes down to about like 5'5" down there. The shallow end here is like about 3 feet. Hi, Christine. I wonder if Fenderbender's in the chat because I have a whole thing here. Thank you. Hi, hello. I hope Fenderbender gets here because I have my dinner in the pool.
Oh, yeah. So this was something that was on her wish list that somebody, I guess, bought for her. Does that say Feedria or Feebria? Anyway, it's a floating snack plate. Oh, this was from September 7th, 2025 for you guys.
Pool. This is so fun. Okay, so I was trying to think what I was going to do. Okay, first of all, this is my first time using this. This is super cool. I got a little drinkity drink. This is a strawberry kiwi flavored sparkling water.
Yay!
I've got some dino nuggies, because classy. I got
dino nuggies in the pool. My lord.
So I have these like silicone muffin liners. So I have one with barbecue sauce, and then for my side, I'm doing red pepper jelly and cream cheese with these really delicious multigrain, I think they're called Crunch Master crackers. So I have the dino nuggies that my brother got me. So we're just gonna hang out. That's really good.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Are you telling me that the sauce goes directly? You don't put a little plate in there? Did she actually just put the sauce directly into this little pocket? Please, please, please don't tell me that's the case.
I just air fried these bad boys.
That's got a plate. Show us.
Oh.
Damn, she's already heavy breathing.
Let me show something.
She really thinks she's doing something here, doesn't she? Yeah, I think it's right now it's too cold for her to be in the pool, but she didn't go in that much last summer either. She didn't do much last summer in general. Yeah, no. But like even then, like the temperature, it's like Australia. It's like you get warm days in winter, but she's like, no, no. Yeah. And I was like saying, like, when I was a kid, I would occasionally have like a snack in the pool, but it's only because like if I was refusing to get out, um, for whatever reason, because I was a kid, and I'm like, I don't want to get out of the pool. My mum would bring us like a piece of fruit or something just so that we were eating something. But a full fucking snack platter with dip and everything.
There we go. That's a lot better.
See if I
Okay,
have
Angel.
subtitles.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool.
Ew.
This is actually really dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is really sick. Thank you, Cameron.
Now, madam, everybody take note. There, she has an iPad here, okay? She's got her iPad.
I hope Fender shows up tonight too. No, my pool is not heated. It's from Amazon.
Oh, the breathing.
Well, I'm pulling up the post right now. Let me see. Bruh.
She always complained at this time that whenever, because we were like basically telling her like you need to either horizontal stream or you need to age restrict if you're going to do vertical. And she would, every time she'd come on stream on horizontal, she'd be like, I can't see the chat. I can't see when people give memberships. I can't see anything when I'm in horizontal. So sorry, guys. Nobody gets me to reading out there like who got a membership and stuff like that. Hey, Crazy Cat Lady Stephanie, how are you? But she has an iPad right there. Why couldn't you pull up your chat on your iPad? I don't get it.
There it is. So I'm going to go through the post questions first, and then while I'm answering questions, you're welcome to ask follow-ups and stuff, and then when I run out of questions, if y'all have questions, you're welcome to ask me in the chat.
She uses the laptop for playing Neopets and listening to music and talking to Remy. That's it. Now, did everybody catch the replay of the quick stream I did last night with the Instagram story? Did you guys all see that? If not, go check it out. I did a short of it as well. Someone is basically I'll pull up my channel. Hang on. Millie, do you mind? That's really gross. She's licking her foot beside me. Did I? Yeah, I did. I gave you your allergy medicine. For anybody who might have missed it, I'll just quickly pull it up. She basically it was this. She's got down here, whoa, a world emoji and a plane taking off emoji. Just for anybody who didn't see it. So.
Thank you, Amelia.
Hey, Eleanor. How are you? Thank you guys for all keeping up to date and everything. Because sometimes I'm a bit of a chaos poster. Sometimes I just like post and post and post because like I want you guys to see everything that I see. So we're all up to speed. So thank you guys for staying up to date and trying to follow as best you can.
I'm a millennial. I'm not an iPad baby.
Seems like every time I see like Sky saying, I'm catching the replay. I'm like, well, I'm about to start a new live. So
Hashtag rude. I was born pre-iPads. Oh, I do this all the time. I'm not worried nor stressed.
Oh.
What am I doing? Oh, right. Gotta go to my page. Posts.
Hang on. Our girl is cooking. Oh my God, she made quiche again. Oh my God. Okay, so quiche and grape salad are her fuck me dishes. She made a ham and cheese quiche. Hang on, let me. Do we think that somebody's visiting? I wonder. That is a jump scare. Curiouser and curiouser. I am keeping an eye on her socials. Do not worry about that.
Comments. Okay. So how are these sorted? Top comments. Okay. Well, the comment that got the most likes, I'm gonna go ahead and address that one first. It was left earlier on. Let's go for a second. Okay. This one is, why isn't a job with health insurance benefits a priority to you? And when I read that comment, my first thought was, it's bold of you to assume that that's not a priority to me. Just because I'm...
Hey, big scoops of spaghetti. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Tay B, hi. Fallen Angel, hello. We're watching Rosie from September 2025 doing a Q&A. And in between, we are going to do a little bit of playing together this game show, which should be a little bit silly and funny. See who's the smartest of the bunch. Definitely ain't me.
Because I'm not talking about it on the internet, you know? Like, it's not y'all's business, like the conversations I have with my mom and my family and like those types of like long-term plans. Like I've talked about, like I have certain things coming up, certain things that are...
Hi, bunnies. Welcome in. Sorry I didn't see you. How are you going? Thanks for coming along too. Thank you all. Sorry, guys, I'm muted because I'm having a bite of my rice cake.
Priority to me. And they're like more short-term. So right now, getting a job is not a day job, I should say. Right now would be a hindrance to my long-term goals.
Tay B, thank you for remaining a member of Team Fight for 2 months. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being members. And Rally's been a member for 2 months as well. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We did Family Feud at work. The question was, what are people afraid to ride on? My dumbass answered chicken. What? What was the answer? Like roller coaster or something? Thank you guys for being members and hanging out with me. Do appreciate it.
So, that doesn't mean that one, I'm not still applying to stuff, and two, that that's not ultimately a goal that I have.
Our girl could never mute herself to take a bite of a snack. Be just like every stream would just be muted. It was roller coaster. Thought so.
Because it is. Because I don't make enough on YouTube to pay for insurance out of pocket yet.
Oh, damn.
However, I put a lot of work into job hunting. Like I was going really hard like every day, and I was getting nothing because job hunting is hell right now. So I'm still...
Did you guys notice that now the mods have a little shield instead of a wrench? Which I guess makes sense because a lot of mods just are there to shield us from nastiness. Not necessarily put bolts into things.
Still putting in applications. I'm just not doing it with as much urgency as I was when I first lost my job. Because I also want to... I don't think there's a question in here, but I also want to touch on this because like...
Look, I do have her on 1.3 speed. So if I go to normal speed, you'll see. But it's unbearable on normal speed. You know that.
People make a lot of assumptions about my financial situation that are completely false. Because first of all, I have never, at any time as an adult, lived with my parents rent-free.
If guys, like I feel like just standing and breathing and eating is causing you to have such a hard time breathing. Wouldn't that be a fucking wake-up call, man? Do we think she pees in there? You guys want to? I feel like you're all just going to say yes. I think she probably does, because it would be quite like kind of difficult to get in and out every time she needs to pee. I was going to do a poll, but you guys are all just going to say yes, she does pee in there. Hey, Cece, welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she does. She does. Yeah, she's not getting in and out every time, I don't think. You guys are right. Yeah, this stream was 3 hours 30. A long ass stream. And she's drinking lots of drinks.
When I was younger, they were a little more like, I don't know if lenient's the right word. Like they didn't charge me as much. Well, one, you know,
No.
the economy wasn't what it is today. But two,
True.
like they were helping me in the terms of like I was paying rent, but kind of like at a discounted amount because I was like learning how to be an adult and figure shit out.
When you were like 21.
I wasn't making a lot of money. But I have bills that I have to pay. I pay for multiple of the bills in the house.
Like what?
Oh, okay. No, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household.
Is this where she's going to tell us how the bills are divvied up?
Oh, okay. No, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household.
What snacks and drinks have you guys got today? I've got green apple lemonade, 0 sugar energy drink. Fucking delicious. And I've got rice cakes with some like tomatoes and some cucumbers. Very good.
And then I also pay my parents every month. So
okay, let me hear that again.
Bills of the household, and then I also pay my parents every month. That's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household, and then
one of the bills of the household.
I pay for multiple of the bills in the house. Oh, okay. No, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household, and then I also pay my parents every month. So I don't have all this like disposable income and stuff. Because here, I'm gonna just set that over there for a second.
Here we go.
People eat in their pools all the time. It's like a normal thing, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see. So, yeah, when I read that, I was just like, was just one of the many things that like people say and do where they just don't know the whole story. Because I did say a while back, I was like, I'm gonna stop talking about my job hunt online because people were just constantly asking me about it. And I didn't.
Because a lot of people gave you money towards a new car. And a lot of people are buying stuff from your Amazon wish list. And a lot of people were helping you out because you were crying poor all the time. And I feel as though to some extent people do have the right to ask you like, hey, where did the money go that we gave you? How's the job hunt going? We've been paying your bills, girl.
I didn't always want to talk about it because it's discouraging and frustrating. It is. I've never had this much difficulty finding a job before. Ever. It's really like, it's freaking me out a bit. Because I have been
dry bag, grift. Hey, Miss T.
I have almost a decade, about almost a decade's worth of call center experience in multiple different facets. And so really that's kind of my main answer. Like, it is, just because I don't talk about something doesn't mean it's not a priority. It just means I'm not making it the internet's business. I do have a life outside of the internet. I do have things that I don't talk about. I do have friends that I don't talk about. I'm only doing work from home.
I don't believe you. I have other things going on that I don't talk about. I have friends that I don't talk about. Bullshit.
I have with my PTSD stuff and work accommodations. There's just I did try last year working outside of the home, and it did not work for multiple reasons. And it sucked.
It didn't work because you got in fights with people and like ditched people on the side of the road.
Because the job was pretty good.
An elderly lady, mind you.
The job market is so bad in Canada too right now. It's like almost impossible to even get a low skills job. Are people hating? I wasn't looking at the chat. Yeah, I air fried these. They came out really good. I'm just trying to finish the nuggets before they get like cold. And I'll just like munch on the other things later. But
literally her resume says like 3 months here, 6 months off, 3 months here, a whole year off, over and over again.
I don't think so, Sarah.
Hey, Bovine. Did I say hi to you?
I mean, when I was doing online content and other stuff beforehand, that never hindered me. I seriously doubt that. Most of those types of jobs, they don't even care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is like reaction channels are considered to be employed by YouTube when they react to my content, but weirdly, I can't be considered employed by YouTube, and I'm an unemployed loser on the, like, when I'm self-employed, just like everybody else on YouTube. It's so weird.
You're a lol cow. An LOL cow, Rosie. Somebody in her chat said they probably are Googling your online content before deciding to hire you. She's like, and? Just means that I'm self-employed like everybody else on YouTube. No, girl. It don't. Because they can Google who is talking about you as well.
I may not make as much money as some of these reactors do because they have built-in audiences and they have their own personalities and like they have their own audiences and they have their own personalities and like,
unlike you,
they have their own audience that like they would choose to watch me if they want to, you know, but if they're not going to, if they're only watching me because of reaction content, you know, like those are not my viewers, those are other people's viewers, right?
What the fuck? They're not your viewers. Is she trying to say that like the reaction channels have built-in viewers because they're taking your viewers? Because that's not the case. People don't want to watch you straight up. They want to watch you via somebody else who calls you out for your nonsense because they can't, because you block them from your chat. Basically. Taken away from your viewers.
You're their manager? Oh, Lord.
No.
How many roommates do you have? My brother.
Says the girl who literally hasn't been online in like 3 days after saying that she was going to dual stream. I knew she wouldn't fucking do it. But look, we pick up the slack. We do other stuff.
Yeah. So, let me see here. Okay. So the next question says, do you think weight loss was the only reason people watched you consistently to begin with, or do you think there were...
So she said she pays one bill for the house. The rest, everybody else covers, particularly Levi. She's only paying the internet bill. Everything else is covered by the others. Damn. She didn't say the internet, but I'm assuming the internet because it's the only thing she cares about. Because, you know, she doesn't need water, electricity, any of those things.
There were more reasons. I think there was a lot more reasons. I think there was definitely a subsection of people that were just there for weight loss content, and when that stopped, they left. And that's their prerogative. Because, I mean, I get it.
Exactly.
I've watched creators, and then when they did a change and I didn't vibe with it, I stopped watching. Because people watch content for different...
Who are you talking about, Rosie? Zachary Michael, perhaps?
...reasons, but I know for a fact there are many people that watch me and support me because of who I am as a person.
Yeah, but those people aren't watching via reaction channels. Those people aren't watching via reaction channels. And yes, they're floating. She has a floating snack tray.
My camera's on. Can y'all see me? We're almost done here with these nuggets. Yeah, I did when I first made my channel like 2 years ago. But that has not been my priority the past year.
I know, me too. Tally, in a way, like I can see, like when I was a kid, fine, sure. Like if we didn't want to go out of the pool, mum would bring us a bit of fruit, like some orange or something like that. But not like a full, it feels weird. I feel like it would feel weird, like eating in the bath. Or like imagine if you're standing in the shower and just eating. Like I can't imagine it. A drink in the pool, sure. But like a full hot meal just doesn't seem right. No offense, anyone.
Yeah. I live in a bird sanctuary, so there's always birds. Thank you, Julia. So then the second question says, do you think all past viewers with criticism are haters? No. Do you think you have said things that have caused you to lose your viewership? Yes. What things made you say yes to what you did, if so?
This should be good.
Well, most recently, I got into some hot water because of inaction that I made around like a controversial topic. And I think I did lose viewership when I switched to cooking content because some people view me as a hypocrite for that.
Okay, so you lost viewers when you started going out with the felon, Jeff, and the way that you handled that and the way that you handled an alleged essay. I think that's fair that people decided to leave. And when she switched from weight loss content to cooking and eating content, I think that's also fair. But I don't think those are the only things. I think that there are more reasons why people leave, because you're nasty. People don't get to say what they think. You block people. You at that point in time, you had like tons of kids in chat, and a lot of people didn't want to be. A lot of adults didn't want to be in your chat with children around. It feels very awkward as an adult to be in a chat and find out that half the people in there are kids. Like, fuck. I mean, like having a conversation with a bunch of kids. No. That would make me feel extremely put off if I was a chatter in your chat.
Which, logically, I can understand.
Having Dragnaught on your channel was probably another thing that made people leave.
The argument, I just don't agree. So yeah, no, I'm not someone that believes all haters are, no, that all criticism are from haters. Like, that all criticism that I receive is like hate. I'm not that person. Never been that person. I do get a lot of hate. And
hey, Jarella. Hey, Carly. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the member stream. We're watching Rosie from September last year when I think she was still seeing Jeff at this point in time. She'd had drag on the channel. People were giving her criticism for having kids in her chat. There was a lot going on with her and a lot of criticism going her way. And in this stream, she was doing a Q&A, and in the middle of her bawling her eyes out about her autism diagnosis, the Krama community flooded her chat, like hundreds and hundreds of extra people, super chatting like crazy. Wait, what? She gets a lot of hate? People were very critical, like, of a bunch of things, like going out with this felon and saying that he basically didn't have any red flags, denying essay allegations that somebody else made, which insane. Like, how dare you not believe victims but expect people to believe you at all times? Okay, that's hypocritical. She had Dragnaught on her channel. She's so against going IRL, but had Dragnaught on her channel, who definitely went IRL with Shani and Rev. She had, because she was streaming vertical, she had a bunch of kids in her chat. There were plenty of things to criticize her for at this time.
I do get a lot of lies said about me. Like, those things are true.
Like what?
But people do have genuine critique of me. And it's up to me on like whether or not I listen or apply to it.
I like to think that I give genuine critique. I don't make up lies. I just play your own words.
Or I listen to it or apply the criticism to my life, right? So, let me see. Excuse me. Someone asked, why do people get blocked if they don't have the same opinion of you? That's not true. People get blocked.
Yes, it is. People get blocked all the time because they disagree with you. She was a blocking all over the fucking place.
If they disrespect me. So, and I did delete comments that were involved other people, because I'm not here to talk about them. All right. Could I elaborate more on some of the lies that I participate in feederism? That's a big one. That's one that.
What do you call getting paid to sit on the internet and eat in front of an audience? And you don't call it mukbangs. You're so fucking full of shit, Rosie.
That really pisses me off.
You're such a liar.
It's so far from the truth.
No, it's
that
not.
I would ever consider
It
doing
is
that
not
again.
far from the truth to say that you sitting down and eating on camera for an audience for money. I don't think it's far-fetched for people to be able to go, huh, she used to do feeder content. This is pretty much feeder content, but on a fucking PG platform.
That again, because even if I wanted to, like, let's entertain the idea that I wanted to do that, because I don't, but let's entertain it for a second for the sake of the conversation. If I were to try to re-enter into those spaces, I would get outed, first of all. Second of all, I would not be welcomed. Because when I decided to leave feederism...
No, girl, we think that you're doing it here in front of everybody in public, including kids. That's the issue here.
I made a conscious decision. I remember it so, like, vividly. I had all this, like, bullshit drama go down with these people that are super irrelevant to myself in the world, but mostly to myself. And it was, like... It was disgusting. Basically, these people that I made friends with, like, in real life, viciously attacked me online, unprovoked.
Here we go again.
And then spread really malicious lies, like I was lying about being disabled when, like...
Huh? You guys, most of you at this point seen my Rain versus Rosie video. If not, go and check it out afterwards. I will link it. She's so full of shit. No one lied about her. She lied about them.
And, like, that I was pretending to need a cane when I needed one.
You had made fun of these women and you had been ableist towards these women, and you had said multiple times that you are not disabled and you do not need a mobility device. But so you never used them on, like, outings with your friends, but then you posed with the cane and sent it off to the Daily Mail, and your friends were like, the fuck? You don't even use a cane. We've offered you a cane multiple times and you never fucking use it. And you sent it off to the Daily Mail and you made an article about I'm fat and disabled and hot or some shit like that. So fucking full of it.
And it was out of jealousy, which was just, it was so insane because I was dealing with...
They were jealous of her, guys.
The person that was, like, over a decade older than me, or about a decade older than me. And like this the Daily Mail wrote an article about me. They didn't contact me. They didn't ask for my consent for it. They got a whole bunch of stuff wrong in the article because I had posted a picture of me in this dress that I gave to this friend. And the reason I used their cane instead of mine in the dress, but I was going to give it to them.
You wanted to pose with a cane, looking hot, so that you could send it off and be like, I'm hot and fat and disabled. That's what you wanted to do. That's what you wanted to do. You don't even have a cane. One time I've seen you use a cane at your own home, and it's your grandma's cane.
To them because I wasn't going to wear it for anything else. And this friend,
Such a liar.
once the article was written about me, we had our friendship had ended, like, right before or around the same time. And this was...
Why would these people lie about you being disabled when they themselves are disabled? I'm not going to go back over this, but yeah, I'll link the video because this pissed me off.
Also, when I had not been yet diagnosed with diabetes, but I was so dizzy and sick that I couldn't walk upright. And that's why I was using the cane, because I was having all these crazy symptoms.
They literally said that you never used the cane. You just posed with it for a photo.
And I didn't know what was going on. And so I had also gotten a lot of knee damage from getting up and down from this friend's couch. Now, I don't blame them for that. Like, you know what I mean? That's not their fault. I was the one hanging out their house. I was the one getting up and down off of this low couch. And it was causing more knee pain. Yeah. So when I was at their house, I would use their cane. They went online and said that I never used it in front of them, that it was that I never had done this or that in front of them when I had. It was just like really gross and malicious. And
why would they lie about that? Seems more like you would lie about that.
Messy. And
guys, the original knee damage was from getting a pencil in her knee, just so you know. She fell asleep with a pencil in her bed, got a pencil in her knee, and that has caused all these problems. And getting up and down off this person's couch because she always wanted to hang out at their house, like 24/7, like I want to wear your skin type vibe. She basically said like that agitated her bad knee, her pencil knee.
So that was like when I had already for like, I want to say 2 or 3 months before then, I had been feeling physically awful. I was eating myself into sickness. Like I was eating in a way that like.
She also basically blamed these people for diabetes. Couldn't have been that she'd already had pre-diabetes for a very, very long time before she started making content with these people. Like from her previous feeder content that she made, she was acting like this is the only feeder content that she did was with these people, which is untrue. She was doing it before she ever met them. Yeah. Rosie's list of traumas.
Even now, like that I'm not eating healthy, you know what I mean? Like you guys see what I do on my channel, like, you know, but I was not, I'm not eating like I was. And I was like, I guess I can't use the B word, but you know, I was eating in excess to a point that was just repulsive. Like if I'm being real. And I ate myself into being a diabetic for content. Like that's what I did. And that's like what ultimately led me to being like, I need to leave. Like these people are so toxic. This whole community was.
You didn't like that they called you out for faking disability. So you went on a fucking tirade about them and spreading disgusting rumors about them, Rosie. And then you basically tried to spread rumors about all these other people in the community. And then you basically had no way back in at that point. So you went on a press tour of leaving feederism.
It was like I was already feeling all these different things. And this conflict that I ended up getting into made me go, okay, if I don't like explode my spot, because like in that community, I was a well-known model. Like I wasn't like one of the.
As she said herself, Rain had been in the industry for 20 plus years. Ivy had her own production studio, and Rosie's like, I'm a pretty well-known model, so I had to blow up my spot. No, you just had to burn all your bridges and throw everybody under the bus because you were outed as a fucking liar.
Of the top dogs that was like making a bunch of money. But I was a well-known model, and I had a lot of people that I was friendly with. I was a part of the community. And so I left in a dramatic, explosive way, and I chose to do that on purpose.
Oh yeah,
because I knew that if I ever like if I had like.
No, babe, you just had to be the victim. Even if it meant lying about every single person that you came across in that industry locally, that's what you had to do. You had to be the victim and make up lies about all of them. I mean, and say that they're lying. That's just totally not true. Oops, the snacks are floating away.
Like tried in the past, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I tried that. And I always got sucked back in because I struggle with food. And I've talked about it in my podcast interview. I've talked about kind of like the psychological mind fucking warfare that came from being a part of that community. And I made a conscious choice that I literally when I like realized that I needed to leave, I grieved it. I cried because
They're
like for 2 days straight before I even took any action online, I was just like shut down, stayed to myself, and just like bawled my eyes out because I lost so many friends. These were transactional friendships because these were people who were feeders or feedies that related to me on that level. And it's like one of those things where we talk about like cult-like mindsets and where I've made comparisons to like being an ex-Mormon, to leaving the feederism community. Those things were just really...
Also, for anybody who doesn't know, Rosie has done this in multiple communities prior to this like feeder community around Florida area. She did it with the body positivity community, the pizza girls community, probably more. Probably the Shane Dawson community when she was in that chat with kids as an 18-year-old. Yeah. I'm sure there's other communities that she's done the same thing. But yeah, there's definitely been at least 2 or 3. Girl World is the only one that's kept her because like Girl World's like, hell yeah, mess.
Like, they really clashed. People are spamming time them out. You don't need to give warnings, just time them out. I'm not looking at the chat, so. So what is a feeder versus a feedie? So the feeder is the person that's feeding and the feedie is the person that's being fed, to be clear. Let me see. So yeah, that kind of, I forgot the original question I was answering, but you said before that you don't want to be a part of Girl World. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you? So yeah, what really like did me in, and I have regretted this for a long time, like well over a year at this point, was one of my first vlogs. So actually, let me back up even further. Before I even made my YouTube channel, I was like kind of like, I think like toying with the idea on Instagram, or I was considering it and I hadn't even talked about it publicly. But Barbecue Chicken had like come across me on Instagram, and she made a video about me being like, would people be interested in me talking about this person, whatever. And I honestly,
Damn It Danny also did videos on you because Damn It Danny really liked Rain. And that's how Damn It Danny found you and did like a deep dive into you and all of the shit that you were doing to 2 people that seemed to be extremely nice and normal, being Rain and Ivy. And was like, who is this Rosie bitch?
It was like over 2 years ago, so I don't remember the specifics. But at that point, some people had like picked up notice of me, like, and before this had happened, one of my biggest fears was Girl World finding out who I was, because
Bullshit.
I had found a reactor.
Bullshit. You had been following. I know. I keep asking Damn It Danny if she's gonna come back. I'm like, are you gonna come back and cover Rosie again? You should. Yeah, I forget what I was saying, but it's whatever. I'll keep it playing, and then we'll do a little bit of 1% Club and see who is in the. It starts off. Well, I guess they're gonna explain it. Stop sharing. Yeah, there we are. Hopefully we're okay. Hey MTG, how are you? Everything look okay to you guys? Hopefully that didn't like.
That I watched for a couple years, that I had watched because they made unrelated content to Girl World, and then I stumbled upon videos about one of the girls, and I was like,
hey, Drosky.
And
she did. She came storming into Girl World, criticizing Foodie Beauty, saying that Foodie Beauty triggered her, and that what she was posting on the internet was disgusting, eating on camera. And Rosie basically was, the way that she defined, it's interesting because the way that she defined what was mukbang content and what was feeder content was like, if it's a big thing of fast food, then it's a mukbang. But then at the same time, she came into Girl World saying that Foodie eating like 3 sushi rolls was triggering to her. So weird. Oh. Hey, Lily. Thank you. Yeah, and she had been watching Zachary Michael since like 2021 or 2020. So she knew very well what she was doing. She almost like studied before she put her foot in this water. And it was like once the feeder community didn't want her anymore, she was like, where can I go next? Oh, I know.
I'd fallen down the rabbit hole.
The thing is, though, she did think that she was going to be like a reaction channel. She thought she was going to be different to everybody, which that clearly did not go the way that she had planned.
After, you know, when I first found out who Amber was in 2015 during like the fat people hate stuff, when I was being attacked by the forums and everything, and I was being called, that was the first time I got called Amberlyn 2.0, because people think we look similar. Some people do.
There you go. She studied it for even longer than I thought.
That is what it is. And so at some point, once I launched my channel, like my first couple vlogs, I was like getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And Reactor No Madness made a video, and in her title, she called me the new queen of Girl World. So I was like, okay, YouTube brain. Like I watched YouTube since I was 15. I was trying to think like a YouTuber. I was like,
everybody just liked you because you were calling out foodie. They didn't actually know who you were at that point.
I could turn that into clickbait. So I didn't think it was like that serious. I guess I to this day, if I could turn back time, I would have never done this, because I feel like this is the justification everybody uses for saying that I wanted to be in Girl World so bad. I clickbaited like new queen of Girl World, and because in the vlog I thanked No Madness for basically using her audience to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, which was like my first big milestone. Granted, it was like this YouTube account I had forever, and so I already had like 400 built in, so like roughly like 300, 400, and so it was clickbait. Like it wasn't me being like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna come for these bitches. There was none of that shit. It was literally me thanking someone for a video that had that in their title, and a lot of people just saw my title and ran with it, because that's what Girl World does. Now, I've also done other shit along the way that I wish I hadn't. One of my, like the first mistake I ever made, I don't ever talk about this creator, but the first time, it was maybe it was the second time I paneled with someone. I might have paneled with someone else first, and that went well because that creator wasn't controversial. But I did not have any idea how controversial this other creator was. And her and her audience had just been super nice to me. So I went in, and then I got huge blowback for that.
Yeah, that was Breezy, I think. This is from September 2025. And then this here. Hold on. Damn it. I'm gonna have to find our game show again. I think I just like got rid of it. This one.
Disgusting to get on camera in front of food portions that, by the way, as an ex-fetus model, I would have put in front of me on camera and sold to people for PPV, you know, pay-per-view sales. To do that on a mainstream platform where anyone of any age can watch that fucking video and eat to your heart's content, what I can guarantee you is feeder fodder, while talking about neutralizing food and binge eating disorder, is disgusting.
So this here was one of Rosie's first ever videos.
Either tear anybody down or whatever, but there is a certain person who's been making content recently that I have a very serious problem with, and I'm talking about Foodie Beauty. I'm gonna do my best to not mention the other person that's really synonymous in Girl World with this person, because at the end of the day, when you compare Amber and Chantel, they have their issues, obviously, but Foodie's on another level. Foodie's a bigot, documented animal abuser. You can't deny the facts, and what she's doing right now.
Hey Ash, welcome. So you guys get the gist there. So this is Marley Hendricks' video. I will link it in the description. It's a good one. But for now, we will watch this for another couple minutes, and then we'll do some game.
And I was like, I didn't know a bunch of shit like about this person's history.
You're
I
a
don't want to get in beef with them, so I'm not going to relive any of that. But you know, I made that video about Foodie Beauty, which honestly that did help push my channel a lot faster. But you know, at the time, I made it just because I meant it, and it was shit I wanted to say.
And now look, you were doing the exact same fucking thing that you were criticizing Foodie for.
Right now, Actually, at the end of the day, I can't really talk about this topic without conflating it to my own personal lived experience. So if that's not for you, if you don't know who this person is, listen, I'm a danger to the platform of YouTube in their behavior. I'm not going to sit here and comment on their looks. I'm not going to sit here and comment on her body. I'm not going to sit here and comment on a lot of her life choices, because that's not the point of this video. I have a lot of opinions about it, and in the future I may or may not speak on them. And those of you who don't know for attention has had some really triggering, painful, awful content the past couple of years. I'm going to put trigger warnings up now. We'll be talking about eating disorders, sensitive topics. I may or may not correlate some of my own traumas in this slide. Dude. So for her to be getting on camera and monetizing her video and getting clicks for having salacious amounts of mukbang food while being like, I'm not binging, I'm 5 days binge free. One thing she's not wrong about is that there is a difference between overeating and binge eating. That's true. And I do see a lot of the commentary that's been going on online is also people who are misinformed on what a binge.
You get the gist that I'm getting at. To the fucking hypocrite. It was 3 rolls of fucking sushi. I fucking eat that.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's do some game. We're going to do a little bit of 1% Club. We'll do the first question. So this is the first question will be a question that they asked 100 people. So basically, I guess he's going to explain it. We'll see.
Have you got what it takes to make it all the way to our final question and join the 1% Club? Anyone has a chance to win, because this quiz isn't about how much you know, it's about how your brain really works. As all our questions are based on logic and common sense. So who will make it to the end and answer a question only 1% of the country can get right and win up to £100,000? Let's play the 1% Club!
You guys ready? Got your thinking caps on? See who's the smartest?
And hoping to win tonight are 100 players. Welcome all. Welcome. Give us a cheer if you're so confident tonight you've already started spending the money in your head. Lady at the back there, what's your name?
I'm Shireen from Birmingham.
Hello, Shireen.
I do.
It was a question.
I have attachments on the ends.
Was ears?
Yeah.
She's just go up to a stranger and say, can I have a look in your ear? And the person on your left, just have a little look at his ear, tell me if it's all right. Give us a cheer if you think you're going to do terribly. Gentleman up there, what's your name? Isn't that the same thing? Well, you're through where you're called, Mivy.
Wow.
But if you're going to do so badly tonight?
I subscribed to ITVX to watch every single episode of 1% Club, and
right.
I did terribly.
You've done the whole box set?
Every single thing.
I'm looking forward to speaking to you some more, Mivik.
Oh, no.
It sounds like we better make it quick. Good luck, Mivik. Sorry, that was your name, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, you can play along at home if you want. All you have to do is download the app. OK, before we ask our first question, here's a reminder of how the show works. We asked a cross-section of people from all over Britain a list of
I better not have this sped up, because that would be bad, because the answers are like timed. No, it's normal speed.
Questions. Based on their answers, we can tell statistically what percentage of the country should get each one right. Tonight, I'll be asking those exact questions to our 100 contestants, beginning with the easier one that 90% of Britain got right, and ending with the most challenging question that only 1% of the great British public answered correctly. At the start of the show, every contestant is given a £1,000 stake. If they get any question wrong, they are out of the game, and the £1,000 is transferred to the 1% prize pot. Whoever gets the furthest in the quiz wins £10,000 and the chance to answer the final 1% question to win everything in the prize pot and take home up to £100,000.
Now, I feel like this is fair, because most of you guys are in the US and I'm in Australia, and they're going to be asking UK-based questions, I guess.
Right, let's get on with it. It's time for our first question. So this is one that 90% of our survey got right. Let's see how you do in the studio. What 4 letters are shared by these 2 pictures? Your time starts now.
Are you doing it? It's going to count you down. Everyone put your answers.
That fella on the left has run out of loo roll.
Pennies. Scoop. You guys are all super smart.
Okay, your time is up. Right, let's see whose lights stay on and they're still in the game and how many people are out.
You're okay, bunny. Oh, okay. So you guys are all smarter than the people whose lights just turned off.
Right, we lost 4 people though. Let's have a look at the answer. It's T-E-A-R, Ter and Tia. We've lost Bex Culshaw. Where are you, Bex?
I'm Haley and I'm absolutely devastated.
I would be too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear
I
that.
thought I was honestly going to take away the 100 grand today. That is embarrassing on every level.
What did,
I think you've made me very nervous.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yeah.
What have you put?
I don't know, Secret Squirrel. It does kind of come across like an IQ test because some of them are like puzzle questions, some of them are like spelling questions, some of them are numbers, some of them are like a picture, like, you know, how many triangles do you see in this picture? So yeah, do you guys want to do one more question here and then go back to Rosie, or do you want to go back to Rosie now? Let me know.
I put eyes.
Eyes. She put eyes.
You know the bloke tearing that sheet of paper? Those things in the behind him, you know they're buttons, don't you? Oh, well, listen, unlucky, Bex. I'm sorry about that.
We'll do one
Ashley
more.
Bowditch, where are you?
Oh, no way, I'm obviously.
All right, Ashley, what did you
What
put?
we might do is for every like couple of questions that Rosie answers, so she can do a couple of we'll let her do a couple of Q&A questions, and then we'll do a couple of these questions. How about that? Hey, I miss my loser name. Welcome in. Good to see you.
You don't want to look at my answer. Can you see my answer? You can't you?
Oh, I've just seen it on the iPad,
Really,
yes.
I was on the app last night, 5%, 10%. Yeah.
Never mind that.
It's the
Tell them your
90s.
answer.
I can't do.
Do you want me to tell them?
Just paper cry.
You've actually put X paper cry.
I did. I was like, panic. I was like, paper cry, T. I
Paper
can't cheat.
cry.
I was going to cheat. I can't cheat.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to.
I mean,
90% I'm out.
paper cry. I mean, 4 letters.
Do you know what I
Even paper's pushing it, but paper, and then you think, is that 4? That's not enough. I'll stick cry on as well.
I seen 2. I thought it meant 2 words, obviously paper. Oh, listen, forget about it, guys. Good luck. I'm going to sit back here for the next 5 hours.
Oh, no.
So I'm an absolute idiot. Good
No,
luck, guys.
you're not an idiot. You've done well to even fill in the application form.
I know.
Well done, Ashley. Listen, it's difficult. The pressure, it's always the pressure on the day. It's a lot harder in the studio than it is at home, isn't it? So there are 96 people left in the game, and the £1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong now goes into the prize pot. Right, £4,000. Right, time for the 80% question. So this is a question that 80% of the people we asked managed to get right. Let's see how you get on with this one. What sport is depicted here? And your time starts now.
What sport is depicted here, guys? Ready, set, go. Hastily, little kitties.
All I know is that they are 2 things I don't want in my house.
I know it. You guys know it? You got it.
Okay, your time is up. Oh, please let someone have put carpet wash. Right, let's see who got it right.
Oh, no.
Right, we lost 3 people. Let's have a look at the answer. Rugby. Somebody who got that wrong is Zoe Carver. I mean, I've got to ask, what did you put?
Don't make me say it.
Oh, go on. Please say wasp carpet.
No, I'll put Matt B.
Matt B.
I didn't get that. After I'd put it, then rugby, yeah.
Matt
Makes
B.
sense.
Because
Yeah,
you saw the B, but you just saw a
Didn't
Matt.
see, yeah, I saw Matt.
How did your family think you were going to do today, Zoe?
Terribly. Like, my husband basically said that if I didn't get past the first question, the divorce papers were on the side.
Look,
So I've done that.
You've
so I'm
done that.
buzzing.
You've got past the first
Buzzing.
question.
Buzzing.
Yeah. Well, listen, unlucky, Zoe. Maisie Sylvester, where are you, Maisie? I'm sorry for laughing, but I see on the thing what people have written,
Yeah,
and it is quite funny.
yeah. Well, I nearly put Matt B as well.
Instead, you put
Yeah, frisbee.
frisbee. Oh, never mind.
And look, guys, I don't want
Okay.
anyone here to feel stupid. It's all in good fun. It is all in good fun. But damn.
Hey, let's see what that's done to the prize pot. Right, we are on £7,000. Okay, we're on to the 70% question.
Okay, I'll pause it. We'll go back to Rosie for a minute. We'll let her do a couple of questions and then we'll do a couple of questions. Now you guys kind of get the gist of how the show works.
How do you feel now that pro reaction channels are starting to cover you in QQ? I've always been someone who's like pro reaction channels, pro copyright law, like pro fair use, like, and those things not being abused, and being very critical of creators that abuse those things. So you're not going to catch me doing that. I believe in transformative content. I believe that that's like a right.
So little kitties, you're a little bit behind, I think. When you hear this, check where you're at and make sure you're up with us.
Creators should have, as long as they're doing their due diligence. So I don't know what's going on in the chat because I'm not even looking. So we're just gonna mods shut down people who are being really gross. Well, thank you, Melissa. So let me see. But yeah. Okay, here's a more lighthearted one. Oh, but and the thing is like there are like I have like levels of creators like when it comes to like reactionary content. I think there are creators that put effort into their content that like regardless of opinions, negative or positive, I just don't watch them if I think that they're shitty. Like that's just the bottom line. Like there's only one reaction channel that reacts to me that I even engage with at all, and y'all know who that is because I recently got outed for it. But other than that, I don't watch content about myself. Hey Seattle. Hello. I just saw you pop in. Wanted to recognize you. So yeah. So like I said, there's only one content creator that talks about me that I even like watch, and I watch it because I've said before because I don't feel like that person has any malicious intent. And while I don't agree with like a lot of stuff that he says, like I've learned some shit and I've gotten some good ideas. Low key, this video was kind of his idea. I'd already been thinking
talking about Zach. I think at this point she must have been talking about Zach because I don't think Poppy was reacting yet.
About doing a Q&A, but he kind of said it in a way where I was like, you know what, sure, let's roll with it. But you know, like for example, like I did watch the most recent live he did about me, and he said that I was being really condescending towards my brother. And I was like,
this one is still up on her channel. I just wanted to watch something a little bit more lighthearted than the dark Jeff stuff that we've been watching, and we're also playing a questions game at the same time that she's doing a Q&A. So that was sort of the idea.
The fuck are you watching?
It's still
like,
up, though.
huh? You know what I mean?
Thankfully,
so
it's still up because the chat is gonna get interesting.
To like agree with someone's perspective on everything, and you know, still understand that like there's nuance and value to certain things. Because I do feel like me watching that content, I tend to kind of stay. I learned that it's probably best for me to stay out of his chat, so I don't even really open the chat anymore. But I feel like since I've started doing that, there's been positive and negatives to it, and at some point I probably will stop, especially if it gets to a point where I feel like it's too negative. But it has helped me kind of like self-reflect and make decisions that I think improve the quality of my content. So yeah, I never got condescending vibes from you and your bro. Thank you. I know I wasn't being condescending. He's my little brother. I've called him Bud. We used to call him Bubba, but he outgrew Bubba. So we call him Bud, all of us. Everyone in my family. So no, fuck Zachary, Michael. But
shit. So she already hated Zachary Michael at this point, and so she must have been saying that it was Pulpy that had the idea to do the Q&A. Keep forgetting that September wasn't that long ago.
If you either had to do a skydive or a bungee jump, which one would you pick? Oh God. I like a lighthearted question. Let's be a little heavy. God. Okay, so first of all, I'd have to assume I've lost weight because either one's a death sentence currently. Like, let's keep that above 100. But I would say probably a bungee jump because at least there's more.
Yeah, if you want that clip, she does say it in this one. She said that she's okay with reaction content. She's all good with like copyright law and something about the quality of the content. Hey, Oliver's personal assistant. Oh yeah, it must be. You're right. Me too.
A guarantee of like less death. Let's see. So the next question is, what is the division of labor for chores and household duties between you and Levi? I just actually mentioned him. That's funny. Who does what and that sort of thing. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. My brother, should I share this? Okay, so I'll say this. My name is not on this house. My brother's is. So when it comes to like homeowner stuff, like repairs and stuff, like that falls on him. Like I said, I pay rent here and everything like that, but you know, I'm not a homeowner. But in terms of
I wonder
chores
how much
and everything-
rent she's paying now on her $0 a month income. Or I guess like she still gets a couple $100 a month from the Patreon. Actually, we should check that. And I guess she gets a little bit of money from her part-time job. Yeah, she's telling all her business it's still up.
everything like that. Really, my brother just unloads the dishwasher and takes out the trash. I clean the kitchen, and like obviously he cleans his room, I clean my room. I'm the one that has to like clean up the common spaces, clean the kitchen, any and all deep cleaning.
So that's why all the common spaces are fucking trashed.
Falls on me unless my mom chooses to do it when she's here, which most of the time she doesn't because they're on vacation mode when they come to Florida. I wasn't talking about ZM. And also his pronouns are he, they. Anyway. So yeah. Sometimes he'll sweep if I ask him to. But we kind of divide that. I tend to sweep more often. And like whenever we Swiffer and stuff. But and then there's 2 bathrooms in our house, so he'll clean his, I'll clean this one. So yeah, it's pretty fair division, I'd say, because like I also cook for him a good bit, so I do pretty much all of the like the kitchen cleaning again, except for unloading the dishwasher, because him and the dirty dishes stuff really bugs him.
He barely gets to step foot in that kitchen. He shouldn't have to clean it.
Power to avoid dishes. Like if I wasn't here, he would use them even less. I love it when you hate someone, you don't misgender them. Oh yeah, fuck no. What? Fuck that. No, absolutely not.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone has asked, but if you could change one thing from the past that wouldn't
Exactly.
cause
We've been
huge
saying
trouble.
this for literally years, like saying that she doesn't engage in that kind of stuff, but yet still has that whole ass account up there. Like, we've been saying, but I mean, my feeling is that she's just like locked out of that account, but surely she could petition to have it taken down.
Horrible, chaotic mess in the future. What would you change? If like I'm thinking selfishly, like about me and my life, I'd go back to when I was a very young child and stop certain things from happening, because I'd love to know who I would be if that hadn't happened. Like if I'm gonna be real.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
my
That account hasn't been active for a long time, but I do wonder if she like still gets like emails and DMs from it.
I'm 5'6". This is my height. Oh, let's see.
Last question, and then we'll go back to the games.
Do you think you will go back to tracking your food and calorie counting? Somewhat, yeah. I'm not going to make a big stink about it when I start the process, because what I did last time was I started really slow, changing certain things, like one small goal at a time, until I built up all these different things and tolerances and stuff. Again, I have a plan. I'm just not sharing it because the fact.
What was the plan? Where was the plan? We didn't see the plan ever.
Fastest way to fuck up a plan for me anyway is to share it and publicize it and make it into a whole thing and add like pressure in that route. So let me see. I'd like to know more about how your relationship was not that good with your mom when you were younger. What caused the rift, especially since you're so close now?
Let's have a look at, we'll do another question.
Let's take a look at it. Which 2 of these animals join together to form a word which is not an animal? Your time starts now. Looks like the world's most disappointing.
You guys getting it? Which 2 of these animals join together to form a word which is not an animal? Ant, seal, wren, horse. I think I've got it.
In the zoo.
Easy. Yes, you guys. That is just fun. Well, although this is the question that 80% of the country got 70% of the country got correct. Was it 80 or 70?
Okay, your time is up. Let's see who got it right.
I actually just find it like funny when people get the questions wrong, like some of the answers that people have put down. Hey, Miss Mew, welcome in. Megan, have a good day. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. We will see you again soon. You can catch it on the replay. No. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear, just went a bit Squid Game. We've lost 17 people. Let's have a look at the answer. Seal and ant, sealant. We've lost Matthew Gilman.
Yeah, over here.
Matthew, what did you
I
put?
just didn't see it. I wrote something seal, and then my letters sort of mixed up. I just didn't see it.
You actually put SEAKCA.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to give yourself a fighting chance with the guess, always put the C before the K.
Yeah.
What would you have done with the money?
I would have just gone travelling. I think that would have been. I probably would have taken the 10 grand.
Okay, but not the grand. You wouldn't have taken the grand?
No, not a grand. It's not enough really to make a big.
You say it's not enough. At the moment, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
It is, to be fair. At the moment, it's nothing. So.
It's almost like £1,000 more than you've got.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what that's done to the prize pot. We're on £24,000. Okay, it's time for the 60% question. Let's take a look. At the local supermarket, a meal deal consists of a drink, sandwich, and snack. Sam bought the items shown on the right for some friends. How many complete meal deals did Sam qualify for?
I will zoom in for you guys, just because I'm sure it's pretty small on your phones. So, at the local supermarket, a meal deal consists of a drink, sandwich, and snack. Sam bought the items shown on the right for some of his friends. How many complete meal deals did Sam qualify for?
Your time starts now.
As a quick.
Okay, your time is up. And it's good to see that Sam is getting his none a day. Right, let's see who got it right. Right, we lost 5 people there. Let's have a look at the answer. It's 4. The leftover items, 2 sandwiches and a drink, do not qualify for the meal deal.
Getting trickier.
Somebody got it wrong. Is Lisa Wild.
I'm here.
Right behind me, Lisa. You're right, Lisa.
My gas is flabbered, that's what it
You
is.
look like
I am
you look like a woman who was
disappointed.
desperate not to swear at that point. What did you put?
3.
How did you do it? What was your system?
Well, I was looking at like how many cans of pop are there, how many sandwiches, and I just got confused. Well, I'm just.
Your gasp is flabbered. Is this your first time on television?
No, been on a few things before.
Like what? Tell me. I love this. What have you been
So
on?
I've been on Pointless.
How did you do it? Pointless.
Rubbish.
Was your gasp flabbered?
It was worse than that. The chap I went on with didn't talk to me for 6 months.
What was the problem?
So it was American's president
Yeah.
whose first name was alphabetically before their surname.
Okay.
So I thought, Bill Clinton, stop filming. Stop filming.
Why?
Because he forgot to tell us it was their full name. So it was William.
So they should have then let you through.
They didn't.
Oh dear. Do you want me to have a word with Richard?
No, it's all right. It's in the past, Lee. It's in the past. This is my new embarrassment.
Okay. What else have you been on? Naked Attraction?
Not quite.
Oh, that's a shame. This screen could have just come up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It was a bit.
Not if your gasp has been flabbered.
It's been more than flabbered. Yes.
Oh dear, that's possibly a bit too much on a Saturday
Oh,
night.
it's just a bit
Sorry.
silly. It's a
You're
silly
brilliant.
fun
I'm so
show.
sorry you're out, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm out as well.
Yeah, never mind. So let's see what that's done to the prize pot. £29,000. So it's time for a quick break. We've lost 29 people here already. Hope you're doing okay.
Oh, all the doggies outside are barking.
That's a really personal question. And I don't know how honest I want to be about it.
Oh.
Because my parents in that route. So let me see. I'd like to know more about how your relationship was not that good with your mom when you were younger. What caused the rift, especially since you're so close now? That's a really personal question. And I don't know how honest I want to be about it. Because my parents, both of them, have put in a lot of work in therapy.
Millie is probably going to bark now too because she's hearing them barking. So I'm going to just mute my mic for a couple of seconds.
I don't particularly subscribe to the idea of blasting them online for content. That's not my vibe. But I did a live with my dad, and I've done some with my mom, but there's specifically one where me and my dad shared some apple pie moonshine and had a chat. It got really deep. It got like really personal at one point, more so than I expected. And he even, said himself different things. Yeah. So he said different things in that live, kind of backing up the fact that my parents were very different parents when I was younger than they are today. I think you guys are meeting the best versions of them. And I love my parents very much, but my childhood was extremely difficult. Obviously there are people out there that have had worse childhoods than me. But my experience was still very difficult, and there were multiple layers and reasons for it. And my mom was really harsh, especially with me growing up. And my mom has really mellowed out in her as she's grown and reflected. And we've had a lot of conversations and apologies for how things happened. And I honestly think I want to leave it at that, because I don't think it's conducive to give examples and paint my parents in a bad light online when I love them and, I live here and I respect them. And yeah, that's really that on that for me. If you fell in love with someone and wanted to move in with them, how would your family feel about that? I think they'd be supportive. I think I would feel really guilty. I would need to date someone for a while before I.
Sorry, guys. I also just ran and grabbed some candy. I wanted some candy. But I also have an entire folder of videos I've downloaded, and there's one there where her and her mum sort of talk about this. So maybe we'll watch that sometime soon, about like how Rosie says that like her mom and dad were like so abusive to her as a kid, and like how like her mom has changed so much, and her mom just looked so defeated and was like, yeah, like I guess I'm not the same person that I once was. Like kind of like going along with the story is kind of sad. I don't know, like there's not even that many dogs on this, like it sounds like they're all coming from one place. I wonder if it's somebody who's like walking a bunch of dogs all at the same time. I love that video. Have you guys seen? Oh, I want to find it. Where is it? I'll press play and I'll find it. It's like a bit of a meme. I just realized that the American version of the game show is one that Amber said she could definitely win. Oh, is there an American version of that show? I'll have to have a look. Whoops.
Before I decided to move in with them, because the reality is, if I left and I wasn't contributing, that would make things really difficult for my family. So, yeah. Dream car. So this next question is a few different things. Dream car. So I really, really, really want a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know. I've had that up my ass for a couple years now. I like the way they look. Specifically like between the years like 2018 to like 2022. I'm not super picky about the year. But like I'm not like a huge car person. I don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. Give me a push to start, a Bluetooth capable radio, and maybe like a cool screen, you know, that'd be super sick to have a car like that. But nothing, I don't want anything too electric, like, you know, maybe if there was like a hybrid option, but I don't want a car that's like purely runs on being charged. I want a car that would be able to go on road trips and stuff. Dream job, I'm doing it right now. But I don't dream to work. Cause I'm anti-capitalism. Dream pet, I do want to get a cat. Very much. I do want to get a cat, but I want to be in a like strong financial place because I don't want to be in a position where I have a sick animal and I feel like I have to create a GoFundMe to take care of them. I adore animals and cats and I cherish them. I've talked about in semi-recent history, my cat Rocky. I had him from the age of 6, but as he grew older, he became my cat and my responsibility. And in his elderly years, he ended up developing cat dementia. Didn't even know that was a thing before it had happened. And it was awful. Like the last 6 months of his life were awful. I had to like constantly bathe him with cat wipes because I didn't want, he had never been like, you know, professionally bathed. And at least to my knowledge, maybe when I was like a kid and something had happened, my parents might've, I don't know. But like cats clean themselves normally and he completely stopped. He, what are you talking about? Who's lying about what? Y'all are crazy. I literally just talked about how I have bills. But okay, go off. Yo, mods, can y'all like... Y'all can like time people out if they're being nasty. That's crazy. I don't know what happened. Okay, this isn't sub only mode. Yeah, I put it in subs only. I don't know why chat's going crazy. But anyway. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you know, taking care of animals and all of that, like that's something that's really important to me. And if I don't feel like I'm able to provide
Hey, openly avoidant. Welcome in. We are watching a Rosie Q&A from September 2025 and taking little breaks to watch a bit of game show stuff. And now I'm trying to find this meme and I only found one part of it. And it's not as funny without the other parts, but it's... I want it. Stop. Why? I hate TikTok. What? And because I've been watching BBW Paradise a little bit, all of my like TikTok suggestions are like weird, like BBW stuff. So bad. Oh God, what have I done to my algorithm? Not that I really go on TikTok anyway, I'm not bothered, but still. I'll find it later.
At a certain level of care, then I'm not going to get an animal. Yeah, my mods are killing it. They're awesome. Exactly, savage. Dream place to live. Probably the North Georgia mountains. Yeah, that's what I said about your cat. I love my cat more than anything in the world. I can't imagine that happening, bro. I've never like lost a person in my life to Alzheimer's, thank goodness. But like watching my cat go through it was like honestly awful and heartbreaking. Like seeing the fear in his eyes and stuff was crazy. Okay, thank you, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and let's put on this light. There we go. Let's help in a little bit. Yeah, I miss the North Georgia mountains. Let me see. In Georgia with a cat driving an Elantra. Yeah, that's the dream life for me. Red, green flags, and a man. I feel like I've answered that before. Let's see. Okay, yeah, red and green flags. Okay, I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing. Oh, let's just bring her down. There we go. Hi, everybody. All right. Yeah, red and green flags in a man. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me plug you guys into my external battery, so I don't like suddenly have a 20% going. Okay. Okay, perfect.
Well, I found one of them, so I'll just show you guys this one.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony. Fuck you, Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you. Fuck you. Hey, you know what I did last night? You better not bring my mother into this. You know what I did? You better not. I cooked that fire over there. Oh. And I fucked your mother next to it. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's kind of along those lines, but it was like a compilation that had all of these really funny ones. And it was like, then they did one where it was like people standing in the garden being like, I'm outside. I'm outside too. What's your name? It's just so many silly. Anyway, sorry guys. Silly.
All right. Red flags, emotionally manipulative behavior. A man calling
It's
you
like
a female.
those compilations that you just like stumble across if you're just like doom scrolling on like Reels or you're doom scrolling on like Instagram that just come up and then you can like never find them again. It's one of those ones. And there was like one, and it was like a couple of Australian guys, I think, and they were like acting out like how dogs act when they're on a walk. I'll see if I can find that one. It's hilarious.
Gross. Being overtly sexual right away. Obviously, like any abuse, red flags, anything like that. Like, I look out for red flags, like if they're a user. Oh, a man that will lie even about stupid stuff. Exactly. You lie, especially early on. See ya. Gaslighting. I caught that one person that I was saying in a gaslight. That was crazy. Let's see. No, I've never been to the Dillard house. I don't know what that is. Well, I tried dating a girl and she tried to record me without my consent.
Oh, you remember that one, guys?
Right now, it's preventing me from buying a used launcher is money. Like whenever a man uses the word female instead of woman, that's a sign that that man is either red pilled or dehumanizes women, talks badly about women. There's a lot of overlap of men calling women females and also calling them bitches. Yes, it's incel behavior. Exactly. Words matter. And in this day and age, if I see women, like I was scrolling on my TikTok literally yesterday or the day before, and this girl was like, blah, 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 females this, blah, 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 females that. And I'm like, oh, you're a pick me. Damn. All right. Gross. Like, check that internalized misogyny, babe. And green flags for me are honesty, kindness, loyalty, like in terms of their behavior and action, especially someone.
Oh my God. She acts like she's so picky. She's so fussy with the guys that she dates, but yet look at who she's currently in this moment still seeing. Jeff. He's about 100 red flags crammed into a purse. I don't know what else to say, but aside from purse.
Why was I in FFG's chat? I was not in FFG's chat. The fuck? Is there a fake of me? Oh, shit. I was not in FFG's chat recently. I don't think, have I ever been? If I was in the past, it was fucking like forever ago. I was not in FFG's chat. I have not touched that channel in forever. Anyway, if there's recently been a Quirky Love Rose in that chat, it wasn't me. That's all I'm saying.
Trying to say that there's a fake account of her. Bullshit. I think somebody figured out that it was her. She had forgotten or something. Saying women can't be bitches because I'm queer and they can very much be. Lol, I'm so damn confused. I know. She has no fucking idea. Honestly, I think that Rosie thinks that all women are bitches. She just doesn't seem to really like women very much in general. But this is my opinion. I know. That's my whole, guys, the whole reason that I have this channel is just to point out her hypocrisy. Literally. You can curse here.
Ugh. Yeah, let's talk about the green flags. So, oh, I'm thirsty. Well, I have my water here, but I want to go grab my snack, my drink and snack tray floated away. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, Fender Bender got it for me. So. Okay. That's super cool. So anyway, yeah, someone who's like caring and giving, not just to me, but like as a person.
Here's another one I found.
About 3 o'clock. 1 sec. I'm gonna fucking kill you! I'm doing it! I'm confessing right now! Sorry about that, Paul.
If humans acted like dogs.
Thanks, Lord. Yeah. So, Ford is the way said, "Hi, Rosie, sweetheart. I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing your life with us. I know this is not a question, but I don't have any. Stay safe. Thank you for sharing some love. I appreciate that." I don't know if I want to answer this question just because, like, it's really sensitive to me.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Watch. Should we do another quick game show question before we really get into the main drama bit that I wanted you guys to see? A little intermission. See who's the smartest.
Okay, at home, and don't forget you can play along on the app. After the break, we'll be moving closer to seeing if anyone here can answer the 1% question. Welcome back to the 1% Club. We started off with 100 people and now we're down to 71. The person who does best here tonight could be going home with up to 100.
And it is so true. Some humans do act like that, especially. I'm not going to say I have an ex. Let's just say that.
£100,000.
Couple.
So well done to everyone who's still in the game. And from now on, we are going to give you the opportunity to pay for a pass to the next question. And if you do, your £1,000 will be transferred to the prize pot. However, if you get as far as the 30% question without using your pass, you'll get the chance to take your £1,000 and leave the game. Right, it's time for the 50% question. Let's take a look. Gloria is playing a game where she tells you 2 truths and 1 lie about herself. Which of these statements is the lie? And your 30 seconds starts
I'll read them
now.
to you guys just in case. So Gloria is playing a game where she tells 2 truths and 1 lie about herself. Which one of these statements is the lie? A, I was born when my parents' ages both contain the number 2 and 3. B, I turned 18 when my mother was 50 years old and my father was 41. And C, my parents were both born on 29th of February, 11 years apart.
No.
I actually don't know.
Okay, your time is up. Yeah, great game, Gloria. Maybe get a PlayStation. Right, let's see who got it right.
Hey, no thanks. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you guys all for playing. Hey, and also, guys, you guys are the members. You can tell me if you can think of any fun activities that we can do on these streams. Hey, Jenny. Jenny's going to be going live in about an hour, so we're going to wrap it up before that. You guys reckon most of you are saying C? Let's see. Let's see if it's C. Yeah, and guys, definitely feel free to recommend like fun games that we can do as a group. And yes, I know it's been a couple of weeks and I've been saying that I will organize OBS and figure out how to do bingo, but I just haven't had time. And like when I'm at work, I don't have my laptop. So there's no point setting up like OBS on my work computer. It needs to be on my laptop. Leap year of 4 years. Ah. Good point.
Right, we lost 6 people. Let's have a look at the answer. It's C. C can never be true, as the 29th of February only happens every 4 years, and 11 is not a multiple of 4. Now, 8 people used their pass on this question, including James Tyson. Didn't fancy your chances on that one?
I didn't.
That was a surprise bork, Millie. She's sitting up. She raised up her whole body on the end of the bed and went, oh, woo, 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 woo. Naughty girl. My goodness. You scared me. You probably scared everyone.
But I thought I'd just double check and I still wasn't sure, so I used a pass.
Very wise. That's what it's for. What do you do, James?
I work in the building industry.
It's okay. The last time that I like seriously tried to play this game, I got out on like the second question. So don't worry about it.
I'm a magician, do a lot of magnetism tricks as well.
So you could probably predict how well you'll do.
If I get through to the final, I've got a prediction which I'm happy to share with everybody.
I genuinely said it as a joke, but you have done that.
Yes, I have, yeah.
Where is this prediction?
It's underneath this shirt.
What do you mean it's under the shirt? Like in an envelope?
On a T-shirt.
On the T-shirt, under there, is the prediction of how far you will get tonight?
Absolutely.
Ooh. And you'll show us?
Yeah, if I get through to the final, I'll show you.
Well, then we know what the prediction is.
No. It's a little bit more than that.
What if you go out early? Can we have a look at the prediction anyway?
Definitely not.
I'm not a math girly either, Saipez. I'm really not a math girly. But funnily enough, I end up having to use a lot of math in my day-to-day life. And I'm like, how did I end up here? I was an art and music girl, not a math girl.
Think again, Sunshine, because we're coming to you if you're out and we want to see that T-shirt. I've seen the next question. It's hard. Start unbuttoning. Let's see what that's done to the prize pot. We're on £43,000.
One more question and then back to Rosie for the drama that's about to go down on this stream.
Okay, it's time for the 45% question. Let's take a look at it. What single letter replaces the question marks to create 3 words?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to zoom for you guys, but only for a second. Yes, you can still answer questions. You're not out. This is just for fun. Silly Billy. It's just for silly fun. So it says, what single letter replaces the question marks to create 3 words?
Your time starts now.
Quick.
Okay, your time is up. Right, let's see whose lights are still on.
Guys, I didn't even get the first one this time around. I wasn't even paying attention. I'd be out.
Right, we lost 4 people. Let's have a look at the answer. It's K, kayak, kiosk, and knock.
Cece was the quickest, though. That was quick smart, Cece. Nice one.
Somebody, we lost there. Unbelievable timing.
Oh,
hello. It's James Tyson.
See, I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, he was just saying, like, I've got a prediction of how far I'm going to go if I get to the final. And he just got out.
Not very good at sleight of hand, then, are you?
No, definitely not.
James Tyson, the man who's got a prediction on his shirt. You know what I'm going to ask you, James?
I forgot to put my shirt on.
What kind of mentalist are you? You haven't forgotten, have you?
I haven't.
Come
Do you
on.
want to see it?
Yes, we want to see it. Oh, if you say I'm going out on the 45% question, this will be the best bit of TV ever.
I was convinced I was going to get through
Yeah.
and win
Oh,
96k.
I've just won the 1% club, £96,000.
And I slipped.
No one
And
is
I
going to hire this guy for any mentalism again, I don't think.
Slipped with my finger. I knew it was K, but I just slipped.
Oh, never mind, James.
finger
Unlucky.
slipped.
People have come away here losing nothing at all. Unfortunately, you've lost the price of a T-shirt as well. Right, let's have a look what that's done to the prize pot. £55,000. Okay, it's time for the 40%.
All right, let's go back to some Roz.
Yeah, fuck it. What makes you so sure that you have autism rather than overlapping conditions or issues that, yes, can be indicators of autism, but may also just be their own separate thing? What are more specific struggles you have related to it? How does it make you feel that some others immediately shut down the possibility of you being autistic because you were unable to get a diagnosis? I understand that these questions are too personal. So back in
Bye-bye, snacks.
20. What got me to realize that my experiences around this topic were something that I needed to really reevaluate and take seriously was because I finally started listening to these experiences of specifically women in their early 30s, because it's 2025, I'm turning 34, so I was like 29, 30. I was like just entering my 30s. So women or AFAB people born within a couple years of me, who had grown up in the same time period as me, who I had all these similar experiences to, who told their experiences in childhood and how they had gone through all these different issues, who ended up getting diagnosed as autistic, who also had trauma, who also had ADHD. It made me have to sit back and really think, because I had shut down that notion for a long time, because the stalker that I talked about in the We're All Insane podcast, one of the things that he did to neg me all the time, is he would call me autistic as like an insult. Breathe. And as I've said before, he's a self-proclaimed narcissistic sociopath. And I rejected that for a long time.
The stalker who you, in my opinion, allegedly conspiracy, had an 8-year emotional affair with.
And to my own detriment. My entire life, I have struggled to maintain social relationships, friendships, the like. And I have had to mask my whole life. And when I was younger, I was really bad at it. And God, I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry, because it's just gonna get twisted. Give me a second.
I understand that, Papa Gupper. I think everyone has different experiences and everyone experiences things differently, but it's not even just about what we think. This is like medical professionals who are trained in this have said, no, you don't. I mean, what more do you need?
And so seeing those experiences, I then dove into a bunch of different research. I read different research articles.
Watch her chat, guys. See all of this? She's about to be, well, she is being raided by people in the Krama community.
I spent, I'm not kidding you, I spent months. And eventually I was able to reconnect with the therapist that I did EMDR with, that helped me through my PTSD. And she, couldn't diagnose me because she was a therapist, but she agreed with me. And she, in her private practice, worked with another therapist that specialized in working with people who had autism.
So her psychiatrist, this is something that I've always been a little bit hung up on. Let me know what you guys think, because I think it's a little bit different in the US. Her psychiatrist referred her to a therapist who didn't specialize in autism, but worked with someone who did. That's what I've gotten so far.
And I got and recommended this specific Facebook group that had therapists and autistic people
And
in
they
it.
recommended a Facebook group.
Shared a bunch of different resources, and like they would share all these different like diagnostic quizzes, and I always scored like
Welcome back, Sky.
high on the end of showing that I was autistic. I have so many different memories of childhood like meltdowns and things that I was, when I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it was because they expected things of me that I couldn't do.
When I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it's because they expected a lot from me that I couldn't do.
Different memories of childhood like meltdowns and things that I was, when I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it was because they expected things of me that I couldn't do.
Rough. That sounds so rough, Rosie. They expected things of you that you couldn't do. And you had meltdowns over it. Sounds really fucking rough, girl.
Sorry. This is really hard to talk about.
Oh. She really doesn't. So she looked over, she saw that like she had a huge number of people in her chat at this point, and this was the moment she decided to have a full-on meltdown. I don't think she really knew what was happening, but watch.
And I saw all the stories of people being told they weren't autistic enough when they went to go get diagnosed because they had similar experiences to me. They were women or AFABs, which AFAB, in case you don't know, is assigned female at birth, so just someone who may have a different gender identity now. God, I'm trying to get myself together. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't look at the chat right now. Okay, well, super chats are coming in. Thank you. I'll try to scroll up to them. But I'm sorry, I can't focus on that right now.
Oh, I'm grateful.
And I knew that was a possibility, and I had gotten with a psychiatrist.
That's what I thought, chocolate cake queef. That's what I thought.
And in his practice, they referred me to a psychologist because I wanted to get the full testing done. And I went in being like, because I had been in a psychiatric stay prior where the conversation
here. Okay. Here, a psychologist is like a counselor, a therapist. A psychiatrist is a medical doctor.
MDD finally came up, and certain things had come up that route. And wow, there is a lot of people in here. I had no idea. Oh my God. Whoa. I need to stop looking at the screen. Sorry.
That's why I get confused.
What was I saying? Psychiatric. But yeah, so I went into the psychologist's conversation knowing that I had PTSD, that I had MDD/PDD, because MDD is, I think, the major depressive disorder and the persistent depressive disorder are essentially the same disorder, just different time lengths. So like, I think it's like 6 months is considered, because like MDD can be something that's diagnosed on a more like specific instance basis.
That's why I get so confused, because here it's the other way around. Psychologist is just like a counselor. Well, they do not just a counselor, like they do have qualifications, but not to be able to prescribe medications. Whereas a psychiatrist can prescribe medications, but not a psychologist. That's how it is here. Yeah, so it's different. Psychologists can give meds where you are, but yeah, okay, so they can't do that here, and that's why I always get confused about. I'm like, what is she talking about?
You know, and persistent depressive disorder can be something that goes on for years and years and years, right? But
so at this point in time, Rosie's mods, like some of her mods started blocking people because they thought that they were spamming.
ADHD, and then the only one that I didn't get confirmed as a diagnosis was the autism. And I knew that I was going to see a psychologist that did not specialize in adults with autism, because if you're educated on this topic at all, which a lot of people just
So they were spamming palm trees and her mods were like, stop spamming. So she got a $20 super chat. Is that the first one? She got a $5 super chat. She got a $2 super chat. She got a $5 super chat. She got a $5 super chat, a $10 super chat. Let's keep going.
People just aren't, and that's fine. And you know, it is what it is. But people who've gone through this experience, it is well known that like people as adults do not get the same treatment or understanding versus like if you're going in as a child to get diagnosed. It's just kind of like the way the system is set up within American healthcare. And many people,
I think that's just their like so the channel was this channel called Nonsense. They are like true crime and drama. There's more to this story than this, but I'm not even going to go into it because there is some Girl World crossover and drama with this community. I don't want to get into it, but I guess they just use these palm trees as like their little symbol thing. So she said, just a creator was finding someone to redirect to, and she looked like a fun time in her pool enjoying herself. Sorry, we came at a bad time.
have been told something similar to what I was told, which is what I thought was so crazy, because this is what I said in the video, why I was so
at the time I was like, why are they doing this? Like, what is their motive? I was like, I guess we're gonna wait and see what happens with these people. What do they want from our girl? I was like waiting for there to be some gotcha moment where they all like they were trolling her or they were using her as a weapon of some sort, but nothing happened and they all tapered off eventually.
Frustrated was she didn't say that like you're definitely not autistic. She said you probably are autistic, but you're not autistic enough for me to diagnose you, so come back in 6 months, which I'm still furious about, because like of course I'm not going to come back to you. That just feels like you're trying to get more money out of me.
Not everything is about money for everyone, Rosie. So she said the doctor said that I was not autistic enough and to come back in 6 months. Why would they say that?
And it was a disgusting lack of care, in my opinion. And so
yeah, because like in 6 months time you might be more autistic enough to diagnose you. Autism is a spectrum, Rosie. You can be diagnosed anywhere on the spectrum.
I realized I was autistic when I think for a while I did use the term self-diagnosis.
Yeah.
I prefer to use the term self-determined because I am not a doctor, so I can't diagnose anything. I prefer to say self-determined. I was reading a bunch of research, and I had realized that one of the key things that I could do to like do a lot of inner work and healing with my inner child stuff and just like trauma work was something called reparentification, which is essentially the concept of reparenting yourself in different aspects of your life. And
I'm pretty sure that this was something that she stole from somebody else, a friend of hers who struggled with parentification as a child. And this is gonna annoy me.
So when I mentioned, I think yesterday, when I had researched parenting styles, and I was like, I realized I said it, I was like, well, shit, because I didn't want to go more.
She went to the autism diagnosis like with like sunglasses and headphones and shit on. Like it was so obvious that she was trying to like thinking that she was portraying the traits of being autistic, but very performatively. It was so weird. And I have got those downloaded. She's removed them, but I've got them.
Yeah, because I didn't want to explain this part. I researched different parenting styles because I was researching reparentification, and I did a bunch of different things, and I don't even know if I want to get fully into detail because again, it's like it was really personal to me, and it was something that really helped me in the recovery process from the significant trauma I experienced in 2019 and 2020. And I ended up what was the point I was trying to make? I ended up using those techniques through basically like those different, like, you know, those different parenting styles, as if, you know, treating myself like I'm autistic, and just allowing myself the space to like try to learn and understand how to unmask and do all these different things. And I can't even begin to tell you how much my life improved, how much more comfortable in my skin I got, how it was really interesting, because at the same time, like, it was part of the reason that like my relationship ended up dissolving, because I wasn't fully myself for the majority of my relationship because I didn't know how to be myself. And when I moved back in with him and I was just starting to like act like me, he wasn't having that. So, you know, I say all of that to say, oh wow, I achieved my goal. Oh my God, holy shit. Well, now I gotta do 50 laps, but okay. I will rewatch this replay and read all the chat later. I'm a little overwhelmed. Did someone send over their audience? Thank you for all the support. Is Nonsense a creator? Thank you. I'm sorry for crying. So this topic is very sensitive to me. God. Okay. All right. Amanda, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. Hold on. Let me scroll. I can't even see all the super chats. Holy shit. Your story is... What is happening?
Yeah, so she completely missed all of these people coming in and giving her a ton of money. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, Chocolate Cake. It's like if you're on the spectrum, you're on the spectrum. If you're not, you're not. Yeah, somebody else that we know of had unfortunately had experience with being parentified as a child, and Rosie basically co-opted their story, unfortunately. She's just a fucking nut. She's a narcissist. They can tell. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was just looking for something. I see you all. Yeah. Oh, brother. I just wanted to show you guys how she went into her autism assessment. So I don't know why it's like sideways, but whatever. I'll fix it later. But for those who haven't seen it, so this was in the car. Getting ready to
I'm gonna go inside now. God, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Look at her.
12:30.
Inside, okay? So this bitch was outside in the car with no sunnies, no headphones, goes inside for her autism assessment dressed like this. Come on now.
But I guess it's because they wanted me here early, because my appointment isn't even until 1. No one told me that. I'm in a waiting room.
Yeah. Way to like what's the word? Like putting like all autistic people into one box. Like this is how autistic people look. So this is what I need to wear to my autism assessment. Generalizing.
Okay.
Masquerading.
Thank you so much
Look
for
at them
being
all.
here. I'm so overwhelmed from all the love, and I've never had a live like this. I don't know who Nonsense is. I will be looking you up later and thanking you
Yeah,
for
her autism
doing this.
outfit.
The super chats are insane, and I wish I had been paying attention so I could have read them. I'm normally very, very, very interactive with my chat. I promise I'm gonna do the lap. So
do you guys see why I was so fucking sus? Especially knowing that these people had ties in with somebody who had like was in the middle of some drama in like side of Girl World stuff. Like I was like, something's going on here. Like this is so sus. She didn't win anything. Somebody raided her chat while she was in the middle of having a freaking meltdown, a bawling her eyes out episode, and they all felt bad for her, I guess.
I don't have to do it this stream, but they will happen. Wow. Nonsense is here in the chat. Okay, there's been multiple members joining as well. Hello, thank you so much for joining as memberships. Lulu, thank you for the super chat, love. Oh my God.
Well, so actually what she did was she went on to recommend these particular channels without knowing a fucking single thing about them. Which we don't really do that around here. Guys, in half an hour, Jenny's going to be streaming. So I'm just letting you know I'll be going over there, okay? Jenny's going to be doing some painting.
I'm shook. I'm supposed to be doing a Q&A right now.
This guy stinks.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will be looking up Nonsense later. She explained. Okay, let me see. When did she super chat? Oh, here. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know how to oh, let me put it on just super chats. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, I put it on just super chats, so I can't see the chat right now. Okay, it's not letting me scroll all the way up because there's so many. Oh my God. Here we go. Nonsense. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, I was ending a stream and loved you were enjoying the pool. No, thank you so much.
I like SpongeBob references and I like Simpsons references, definitely.
Nonsense. I will look up your channel later. Thank you. Wow. Oh my God.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Okay, wow. I just want to thank everybody that's super chatted. I'm sorry.
Hun. How are you?
I'm normally extremely honed in on super chats and interactive. I was just sharing something really personal because I've been doing a Q&A today. And this was emotional whiplash. So, okay. Yeah, we were having a conversation about some serious stuff and someone asked a really personal question. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I feel like I kind of covered most of what I wanted to say. I think there's more I could say for sure.
Boo-hoo as hundreds of people were streaming in.
Wow. Thank you guys so much.
Exactly. They loved her until their 1 month memberships ran out and then they disappeared.
Wow. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, your community has been so lovely. I couldn't think of a better time for support to be coming in like that.
How is Mr. Kazi? Hopefully everything went well with him. I hope you are well. When are we doing Catter Day? We're doing a postponed Catter Day.
Much.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clue. Thank you, everybody. It's just overwhelmed. What's your favorite
I don't know
song
that
right
much
now?
about that community, the Krama people and the Illuminati people, but from what I gathered, they talk about true crime, but they spend a lot of time bullying this one lady. like calling CPS and stuff on her. And I don't know anything about her or them, but I'm like, God, they really, and it's like not just like one or two people, it's like a whole huge group of people, creators.
Right now, since this is a Q&A,
yeah,
I really love Alternative by Rory. She's like someone like in her mid-30s that launched into like her dream career of making music, and she talks about like
odd.
having ADHD and stuff. And Alternative
I was
is
like,
about,
what do they want from her? Like, what do they want with our girl? And I think they initially thought that they were going to troll her or something, and then they decided they liked her or something like that.
you know, if she was in an alternate universe where certain things hadn't have happened. And so yeah, Alternative, and like Rory it's spelled R-O-Y or R-O-R-Y, but like when she has her name logo and stuff, there's like a slash through the O. She's so cool. She's also got a song called I think it's called Uncomplicated. It's kind of like a play on Complicated by Avril Lavigne. She kind of has that vibe.
You're up late, Kimmy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Nonsense. Thank you guys. And mods, I know that was probably a lot for y'all too, but thank you everybody. I appreciate it so much. So are Clue and Earthy also creators? Thank you for taking me out of timeout. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get a lot of hate, so my mods are very protective and they just try to like, you know, I don't think we knew what was happening. So yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Me.
Wow, that's something like that has never happened to me before. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there was a point in time in between employment where she was on food stamps, but she says that she wasn't getting them because she threw out her card or something. I don't know.
If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what item would it be?
I think her name is Brittany. That's all I know, really.
Oh, if y'all have an answer for that one, you can put it in the chat too. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what would it be? Oh, okay, imagine showing them like an iPhone, trying to get them to understand an iPhone. It would just be like a magic box to them.
I just thought it was weird because they weren't like, I get it's like crime and drama, but this other lady, I think, I didn't really look into it much, but I think this other lady did like true crime stuff, and instead of focusing on true crime, they end up focusing on her. I don't know. I really don't know.
And yeah, there's I can't see gifted memberships in horizontal mode. Can someone tell me who gifted them and
Missed
how many?
you too, Ope. How you been? You been good? And also, guys, after this, in about like 20 minutes or so, we're going to go over and support Jenny on Jenny's, is it her 3rd or 4th ever live stream? And I hope you guys will join me over there. Jenny's going to do some painting, I think. Let me see if, I think she's scheduled it for 2 p.m. my time. I'll just check if she's scheduled anything yet. Jenny Lenny. Dash. Underscore. There she is. Here's Jenny's channel. Make sure you guys sub up and turn on your notifications because that's another place where we all like to hang out.
Taylor. A microwave. Ooh, that's a good answer. My Dyson air blower. That's funny. I like that. Cram is also a creator. We all came in peace. Saw your rich girl pool.
Ah, there you go. Kimmy explains it.
Hi, Andrew.
Kimmy knows it better than me. I don't really follow Kramer.
Thank you, Joanne. Plumbing. Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. Ooh, air conditioning. Yeah, there's a lot of good answers in the chat for that one. My first thought was iPhone. I feel like that's like an easy. I just show your stream. A weed vape. Oh, God. Andrew was just someone in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hello. Thank you to everybody who's like subscribing from this and like all the super chats. Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. I can't thank you enough. I feel really guilty that I didn't give everybody their individual attention.
There's a lot.
I feel very guilty about that.
There's a lot to it, I think. Yeah. And for anybody who missed out or is not up to date, you can go. I did like a quick stream yesterday and also a short. Like Rosie looks like she's got a guy flying in or she's flying out, one or the other. More likely that he's flying to see her. But it looks like she's actually going to have an in-person visit from this person because she posted a story yesterday, which was this. Hang on, pause. Can you pause? Show this tab instead. Look down here. Look at the emojis. A plane taking off and a world. I can't wait for a Valentine's Day vlog.
When I'm like doing a Q&A or something where I'm like needing to stay on track because of the ADHD of it all, I just like to not look at the chat because I'm gonna ping pong and forget what I'm saying. You got a rich girl tub? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I just got a standing shower. But I have a pool, so I'm very blessed for that.
Stay warm.
I hope I can find your channel later. 20 gifted memberships? Holy shit! What? Again, when I'm in horizontal, it doesn't tell me. It's super annoying. Amy C just sent 20 memberships. I'm about to pass out. What?
It's not her parent.
Well, we'll definitely do members only live soon.
No, she went from having like 200 in her chat to like 1,000 or more in her chat all of a sudden. It was like 1,000 people from the other chat came over. It was like crazy.
Stream with her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll check out your stuff. Her channel is nonsense on the web. Okay. My email is curricularose nonsense. If you want to email me like in your YouTube link and stuff, I'll definitely still look you up if I see if I can find you. But yeah, I'd love to get to know. I don't know you.
Everybody, thoughts and prayers. If you do pray for Mr. Kazi.
Know you. Wow. My audio is in and out. Okay, next question.
We're going to play a bit more game.
Same question. Let's take a look at it. Which of these replaces the question mark to make the name of a country? Okay, your time starts now.
You guys got it?
I wish I
got it.
I just want to sit down, to be honest. Okay, your time is up. Let's see who got it right.
Gupper was the quickest. Costa Rica, I think.
Okay, we lost 6 people. Let's have a look at the answer. It is C, star, Costa Rica. Someone who passed is Jennifer Jowett. Did you not know, or you just weren't sure enough?
I was trying to spell Corsica with
I
a
see.
cross.
So
I was trying to use an anagram of the cross, and then I pressed pass, and then I thought, do I really want to pass? And it wasn't quite red. And then I looked back, and I thought, oh, no, it's Costa Rica. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
So never mind.
No, you really did give us an insight into what you were thinking there, didn't you?
Yeah.
What made you apply?
Me and my sister applied together originally.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't get through and I did, so I'm already winning.
Okay.
You know what, Drilla? I'd go anywhere at this point. Like, honestly, I haven't been on a trip in a good few years. Because I've always got animals, and there's too many different types of animals and all with very specific type of care that nobody can really manage them. So I'd need like a carer for the dog, a carer for the cat, and a carer for the birds. Be too expensive. It costs more than the trip.
But we have a really good motto in life.
Okay,
and
what's that?
If you
It's an
can't
island?
figure it out, chuck it in the bucket and move on.
Surely it's if you can't work it out, chuck it in the bucket. Not if you can't work
That's
it
not
out.
my
Chuck
way.
it in the bucket.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure that's grammatically correct.
Well, I could say it out loud, but you won't be able to hear it.
All right, I'll say it and we'll beep
Papa
it.
Gupper, Millie
Okay.
is, well, I don't really know exactly, but they say that she's so she's basically like, she looks like a boxer, kinda, but also kind of like a, I don't know, she's a smushy faced dog. What do you think she looks like? She's kind of like a boxer, but a bit smaller than a boxer and a bit fatter than a boxer. And she's got like the black spotty, some of it anyway, like on her. But then she's quite spotty. I'm like, has she got some Dalmatian in there? I don't know. But they say that, well, originally they said that she was a mini boxer, which supposedly is crossed with Boston Terriers. So, and she's definitely got that terrier attitude where she wants to eat small fluffy animals and chase them, and like she's really, really good like scent dog. Like if there's an animal around, she'll find it.
It's either, if you can't work it out, chuck it in the
Boxer
bucket,
crossed
or if you
with
can't
some
work it out,
little terrier is my guess.
you chuck it in the bucket. Right, let's see what that's done to the prize pot.
She's a nightmare breed. A bits of this and a bits of that.
£63,000. Okay, let's move on to the 35% question. Here it is.
Oh,
If you put all 5 shapes into the
Boxers
grid
are
without...
so sweet and so goofy, but I think that she's got definitely got the more terrier traits where like I just can't trust her around. And it was well, it's not like I picked, but it was very unfortunate that she has such a strong prey drive, because I do have a lot of little small feathered and fluffy animals, and it's kind of halted my ability to be able to take on any more, because I've got like, she can't be around the birds or the cat, and the cat can't be trusted around the birds either. So like everybody's kind of sectioned off into different parts of the house. Lucky I have space at the moment, but
rotating them, what is the letter and number combination of the only square that won't be used? And your time starts now.
hang on. If you put all 5 shapes into the grid without rotating them, what is the letter and number combination of the only square that won't be used? Oh my God. I'm going to leave this one for you guys. I think you're right, though. The one that goes like here. Here. Because that's not anywhere else. I guess you guys are correct. It's okay, Ope. We're going to do a couple more and then we're all going to go over to Jenny's.
Okay, your time is up. Let's see who got it right and how many people
And
are
again,
out.
if you guys have any suggestions for like fun games that we can do on member streams or even like on regular streams, like I know bingo is one that everybody does, but is there any other games that you guys think would be good to do like as a group on here? Because I can't really think of many more except for like this type of quiz show and like Sudoku. Yeah. Oh, we could do crosswords and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm trying to think of something like that's fun and silly that we can do whilst we watch. Because I thought like this is good because it's like questions while Rosie's doing question and answer. But yeah, and I promise I will get onto that OBS. I might even have a look after this while I'm watching Jenny. See if I can get OBS up and running on my thingy so that we can do bingo more easily.
We lost 3 people there. Let's have a look at the answer.
Yeah, it does. I do like Sudoku.
There it is. C2. Someone who got that right is Mivik. It is Mivik, isn't it?
Yes.
That was a joke because you kept saying your name, Mivik. Mivik, you were very doubtful that you were going to do very well.
Wordscapes?
Yes.
You're still with us,
I will
and it's the
write it
35%
down.
question.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Yeah.
Have you used your pass?
No.
So you're still with it? You're doing better than you thought?
Yeah. Hopefully I'll go home with something, but if I don't, I'm not surprised.
If you go home with nothing, you can say, I went home with nothing, but on the street, I went home with nothing. So let's see what that's done to the prize pot. £65,000. Right, time for a quick break. Well done to everyone still in the game. We'll see you in a bit when someone here can put
More.
Welcome back to the 1% Club. We've been asking questions which have been tested out on a cross-section of the British public, and we've been whittling down the contestants here tonight. And are left with 52 people with their lights still on. As a reward, any contestant who hasn't played their pass and still has their £1,000 now has a choice. Play on for the big money in the prize pot, or you can take your £1,000 and leave the quiz right now. So first of all, let's see which players still have their £1,000. Okay, so those of you with your lights on, you can take your money and leave the show if you want. So please make your decision now. Okay, so 7 of you have decided to take £1,000 and leave the game, including Bethany Rota. What are you going to do with the money?
Well, my plan was to book myself in for some therapy.
Therapy?
Yeah, therapy. So hypnosis. So I have a phobia of fish.
Do you?
Yeah, like Finding Nemo, the sea, fishmonger in general.
Hang on, one thing at a time here. The ones in the fishmonger, they're not even alive.
No.
Finding Nemo was a cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
The sea, I'll give you that.
I used to work in a doctor's surgery, and there was a girl who brought in a tuna steak wrapped up, and I was on the phone to a patient, and she walked up behind me and slapped me around the face with the tuna. So I had to, just for bants. For fun, yeah. So I put my patient on hold and just sat and sobbed, and everyone thought it was hilarious, and I obviously
that's
didn't.
very nice.
So I was going to buy myself some hypnosis, but £1,000, I might treat myself to a paddling pool session.
Story visions. Let's see if that gamble will pay off, and if any of you can go all the way and join the 1% Club. And remember, if you've still got your £1,000, you can pay for a pass to the next question. Okay, it's time for the 30% question.
It's pretty mean, though, isn't it?
Which of the names listed below, when inserted somewhere into the word parent, makes it into a new word with a new definition? And your time starts now.
Oh my God, this is hard. I'm going to pause it and give you guys a couple extra seconds. So, makes rules for children, makes rule for the country. Everyone got it. Big scoop! That was a hard one.
Okay, your time is up. Let's see who got it right.
I was trying to say like president, but then I was like, the UK doesn't have a president.
Right, we lost 3 people there. Let's have
many.
a look at the answer. It is C,
Parliament.
Liam. Parent becomes parliament. 6 of you didn't know the answer, and you used your pass, including Zafan Morris.
I don't.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Damn.
You didn't have a clue, or you just weren't sure enough?
I pressed
We've
pass
got
too
15
quick.
minutes. Do you guys want to just go like skip to the 1% question and just see if we're smart? What is this at the end? We're going to make sure we don't go all the way down here because this looks like some weird shit at the end. Can you guys see that? Okay, let's go here. 1% question.
Okay, all of your lights are on, which means you've decided
I guess
to
that's how
play
they
on.
get you in. Like you're watching like an innocent episode of fucking 1% Club, and at the end they've got some weird fucking manga boobs on the screen. No, thank you.
So, after whittling down the contestants here in the studio, we are left with the 1% question. If you all get this right, you win your share of the
Imagine
prize
if you were showing this in a school.
pot and become members of the 1% Club. Good luck. This is
Ooh,
your
so 3 of them got there.
1% question. Look at the image below. Beginning at the start each time, LLL equals A and RRR equals H. What word is represented by the following?
What?
Okay, you have 30 seconds and your time starts now.
We're not genius level. We're gonna need an extra few seconds here, I think. Okay, so A-A-H. No, A-A. Oh my God, I don't know. I am not 100% either. I need pen and paper. I'm glad that we are all equally dumb together. I wonder if anyone will get it.
Okay, your time is up. Right, your answers are
You know
locked
what?
in.
Sometimes these are like, when you see the answer, you're like, oh, I'm so dumb. So I'm curious whether it's going to be one of those ones where it's like, oh, God, yeah, if I just thought laterally, I could have gotten this. There's a lot of lateral thinking in this show.
So you can't change them, so we may as well ask what you put. Okay, we'll start with Kasim. What did you put?
Yeah,
Badge.
what?
Ian, what did you put?
Badge.
Francesca, what did you put?
Badge.
My money's on badge. I mean,
What?
obviously, it's lovely that you're all supporting them, but it could mean they've all got it wrong as well.
How do they get badge?
Let's have a
I'm
look at the
dumb.
answer. It's badge. Congratulations, you are the winners.
Ah,
You get
yeah.
a share of everything in the prize pot, which is
Sure.
£31,000 each.
Okay. Should we post that on the community tab and see if anyone can get it? I'll take a screenshot. I still don't get how do they know which direction to go? Yeah. Let's see the answer again.
Okay.
Badge.
All got it wrong. It's badge. Congratulations, you are.
Yeah, I would have gone home broke. Oh, and L and R represent left and right. Well, for fuck's sake. Well, yeah, but like I needed that to be able to get it. How silly. All right, we'll watch a little bit more Rosie. We've got 10 minutes and then Jenny's starting. I need the answer to get the answer. It's fine. We're equally dumb. Oh.
How I view
No, I
the
didn't
aesthetic
either,
of myself
Papa.
versus like health.
Me too.
Those are two
Give
separate
me-
conversations for me. So if we're setting that conversation aside and talking specifically about like looks and relationship to said body, I believe that everybody deserves the right to love themselves. I think that the world would be a better place. Thank you so much for joining as a member, Cram It. I feel like the world would be a better place if everyone loved themselves. Oh my God. Someone else gifted more memberships. Thank you so much. 10 more gifted memberships. Holy crap. What is happening? Wow. Saint Alma gifted. Wow. What is happening?
You're being love bombed,
Crazy
girl.
in the best way, Fujita. I'm losing my mind. I can't thank you enough. Like, nonsense. I don't know how you found me or what made you decide to do this, but I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, mods, right now, unless someone is like spamming in a rude way.
How are all
or
these people
spamming
saying, hey girl, so glad we found you. Love your attitude and vibe. She was literally bawling her eyes out when you came in.
incessantly like hi, things like that. Try not to hide them. Only like hide out people if they're being nasty or mean. I'm not seeing any negative comments right now. Cindy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Ugh. Pistol, here's some wild potty mouth motherfuckers with great big hearts. Hey, join the club, besties. Yeah, it was meant to be. Wow. Okay. So I want to answer this question, so I have to look away from the chat for a second. So I missed so many super chats because I wasn't even looking at my screen. I thought I was just talking to my like 200 people, you know? Like I had no idea you guys came in during like a very heartfelt moment. So wow, that was nuts. Body image. So for me, I really struggled like most of my life with like complete worthlessness, like when I was a child. And then as I grew older and I came online and, you know, a big part of my story, I ultimately don't really participate in like, you know, the body positivity stuff anymore for my own reasons. But joining that side of the internet made me, you know, meet a bunch of different people and learn how to love myself and, you know, realize that seeing like the good parts of yourself is something that you can, I think it can be a choice to put in the work to view yourself in a better light and understand that you deserve to be your own friend. And because at the end of the day, the one person that you really have is yourself. So Star Mama got a membership. That's what's up. Yeah. I almost like don't even know how to do the Q&A right now. I'm so like, I'm just kind of like, what's happening?
You got dollar signs in your eyes. That's what you got.
Wow.
I think there's birds in her background.
Thank you, Clue. Because you're a creator as well, right?
I know, right? The bracelets, like being that tight, like even, especially as a ADHD autistic person who gets easily overstimulated and, you know, has issues with sensory stuff, as Rosie claims, like you'd think that a lot of the stuff that she does, like walking around in the kitchen bare feet, all the noise that she makes, etc., like that would drive me crazy. Like even if I have a few like little beaded bracelets on, I'm like, okay, that's nice, but at some point I'm like, if I'm washing my hands and I'm getting water underneath them, I get like irritated by it. Like even my watch, really, that took some time getting used to. But like, and I used to wear rings all the time, but now like when I put on rings, I'm like, these are annoying. Could you give us an easier question from the 1%? Yes, I actually already pulled it up. I was going to show you guys the question before the 1% question to see if any of us could get that. Yeah, I hope you guys had an all right time. Like we're watching some old Rosie stuff because the thing is like if we're going to watch something that's deleted, I sort of want to make sure that everybody gets to see it, not just members. So that's why I'm doing something here that, you know, people can still, like, it's still on her channel, but we get to remember some of the stuff that she said back then. So I know it's like not getting anything like extra bonus when it comes to content, because I think that when it's deleted stuff, we should show everybody. It's kind of what I think. But we do get to play some games while we do it and, you know, skip around and look at silly memes and stuff. Oh, and I must remember to put that Marley Hendricks video in the description. I'm going to keep all of this up. Let's do one more. We'll do the question before the 1% question.
on £93,000. Okay, it's getting very tense in here. We are down to the 5% question.
Get that.
Let's have a look at it. There are two commonly used two-letter words that share the same letters. If you take the opposites of those two words, you should now have two three-letter words. What are those new words? Okay, your time starts now.
I'm going to type my answer. It would be and
Okay, your time is up.
Did you guys get it? I could be wrong. Let's see. Take your guesses, guys. Before the reveal.
Got it right. Okay, we've lost two people there. Let's have a look at the answer. It is yes and off.
Phew. I got question 2 wrong. I got like the 80% question wrong, but we're getting the 90% question correct. Because I thought it's the two-letter words that are commonly used, no and on. No, yeah, no and on, they share the same letters. If you take the opposites of no and on, you get yes and off. I'm sweating though.
Two-letter words are no and on, and their opposites are yes and off. So we have lost, unfortunately, Joshua Coltman and Becca Wallace, but we have our finalists. Congratulations, Ian Fellows, Cassim Sadiq, and
hard
question. But if you've still got it at the 1% question, then you get to keep that £1,000 no matter what happens. So there are only 14 people left in the quiz, and it's now time for the 10% question.
10%?
Let's take a look.
Shit.
Going from image A to image B, how many emojis have not been rotated 90 degrees clockwise? The time starts now.
This one.
Okay, time is up. Let's see who got it right.
God. It's so hard. Everybody looking shocked.
Right, we lost 9 people. Let's have a look at the answer. It's just one. The highlighted emoji has been rotated 180 degrees. Oh no, we've lost Mivik. Mivik Alenu, where are you?
Damn, you got close.
Oh, you were doing so well. You got to the 10%.
For the guy that said he was going to get, like, wasn't even going to get past the first question, he did pretty good.
And you thought you weren't even going to get very far at all.
Yeah, I'm cooked either way. I don't know what to say.
Okay, well done, Mivik. You got a lot further than you thought.
My fiance was really hoping that I'd bring something home at least, but I had no hope anyway. So I think I'm good.
She'll be proud of you. Well done, Mivik. Let's see what that's done to the prize pot. We're on £93,000.
Well, it was 6,
Okay, it's
wasn't
getting
it?
very
It was-
tense in here. We are down to the 5% question.
It was no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was the 8th one. It was this one. Lord, we are not geniuses, but thankfully, we're just here watching Rosie, and we're probably smarter than her. So hopefully that makes you feel a bit better. Oh, Jenny's about to start her stream, guys. So I'm going to quickly end. Here we go. I'm going to link you guys to Jenny's stream. She's doing a paint with me. I appreciate you guys all so much for being members. If you have any suggestions for games in the future, I've got down Wordscapes, Jeopardy. Maybe we can do some crossword type stuff. I don't know, whatever. If you guys think of anything, and I will get bingo happening again. Thank you guys all so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being members. I hope you had a good time today. And I will see you guys for another members stream very soon. And I will be keeping an eye on Rosie. And if I see her go live, we, of course, will be there and sniping. Aside from that, hopefully I'll see you guys all over at Jenny's. Please hop over there with me and say hello. I will see you guys there. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I will see you guys over at Jenny's. All right. Ciao, guys. Click the link. That's over to Jenny's stream. All right. See ya.
Like, first of all, I'm not an LOL cow. You're never gonna catch me saying I'm an LOL cow, because I'm fucking not. No matter how many people try to push me into that box, I'm never going to give them what they want.
Rosie's in the kitchen. You know she's always pitching fits and moans and alibis. Big Rosie always lies.
And that is how you eat fast food on camera without glamorizing it to a mukbang, without showing off food and doing all the theatrics. I'm so sick of that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so sick of seeing that shit on my TikTok and stuff. And like the people taking the like, oh, exaggerated big eyed bites. I'm like, so great.
Rosie's rolling out of control, and Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating while the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying. £600 of trouble, watch the kitchen floorboards buckle. She says she's gonna change, but that's just rearrange. She's got that chair, XXL, beware. Rosie's rolling out of control, and Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating while the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying. She's got that chair, XXL, beware.
This one's not really jammy. I don't know if it's a video.
Rosie's rolling out of control, and Rosie's scheming, always freaking screaming. Rosie's eating, all the family's pleading. Rosie's lying, someone hear us crying.
Okay, I think I'm gonna cook the yolk a bit more because I don't want to do a drippy yolk on camera. I don't want to do shredded cheese. I want to do American cheese. I don't want to do shredded cheddar. That sounds gross. I won't be happy. I'm still not sure what I'm doing about my job. I'm still on disability. I don't have cheese. We're not doing cheese.